So, I think few of the viewers here already know you, but I think introductions are in order. So, Jewel, would you like to tell us a little bit about us? Tell us a little bit
Hi.
about you.
Okay. Hi, I drift a lot. Okay, sorry. Hi, I am JewelReeBox, world's best traveler, shooter, photographer, cinematographer, 3D modeler, VTuber. I actually got the inspiration of saying all that titles through Bretman Rock. I started watching him and he keeps
What?
saying all these titles. It's so impressive. Yeah, and I just
I
love that
see.
vibe. But then I wanted to say it fast enough, so it's like, okay, we get it. Anyways. But yeah, I'm a content creator. Check out my YouTube channel. I basically make world showcase videos of worlds that I find, and sometimes when I find like an interesting lore, I make a documentary about it. I would even do like deep dive research, and when I just didn't see any other content creators or anybody like cover it, I'm like, people need to know. I have to make it. So there you go. Sometimes I make some sleep videos. There's like 3 of them. They're VRChat world sleep videos and highlights of me and VRChat mastery. So basically I either teach you stuff that I know that's VRChat or VR related, or hopefully I'll find people that are willing to share their knowledge within the VR or VRChat realm.
And to pitch in there, you are also very forthcoming in sharing your knowledge, which is something that I really appreciate about Jewel. She's helped me so much.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
actually amazing. Of course, she's also one of my good friends, so I'm happy to have her here. Makes me less nervous to get things started.
We're all fam.
In the club, we all fam. As the youngins say, will she cook? I think she will cook. She will cook and she will serve. She'll be serving y'all. I'm pretty sure we're the same age. Maybe. Cooked and served. So
why you say youngling when you get on TikTok? You post stuff on TikTok.
Yeah. So I want to have you go through your I'm a VTuber, traveler, modeler, photographer bit again, but slower.
No.
Please.
No.
And then tell us and then tell us hey EMB Panda, welcome to the stream. So happy to have you here. She will be cooking indeed.
Oh,
we can also
heck yeah.
Irby? No, I think it's EMB Ember Panda, I think. Oh wow, it took me such a long time to pause your username in my head.
Panda. Okay, I thought you said Airby. Okay, so all right, so I'll say it slower. I mean, if you want a more elaborate, very well, thought out of what each of them means, and don't have a YouTube trailer that explains it. But traveler. So I travel the worlds I find, and love to go ahead and share it to everybody about it. Streamer. I do stream. Been streaming on Twitch for like 2-ish years. Started with Minecraft and then did VRChat. VRChat's really well, and then eventually you gotta take. Yeah, I mean, you eventually
started with Minecraft.
Playing,
I didn't know this about you.
Yeah, because so when I started, I have like my laptop. It was like a nice like monster Asus laptop, and I basically with the V2B program VDraw, which is a pretty awesome program when you don't have a camera or any tracking. So it just tracks like your mouse within movement. So wherever you move your mouse is where your head kind of like moves around, and whatever you type, it actually like has a keyboard like for your character, and it'll type. And then if you want to draw, it'll have your character stand up, and then wherever you move your mouse on the basically the big monitor, it'll be like it's a big, like they're drawing it pretty big. And when you play video games, there's a controller, like a video game controller, as long as it's connected to the computer, that it will actually interact with it. So it's not
can you
free.
What was the name
again
of the program?
VDraw.
VDraw. I think I know a few people that use VDraw, but me personally, I haven't tried it. Also, Nebel, welcome in. Universal vibes as well. Oh my goodness. So happy to see you here. My apologies about your cat not being completed yet. I'm working on it. But Newell, yes, interview is today. It is on Saturdays. Welcome in. That was the longest anyone needed on my username. My apologies. My apologies. But today is about JewelReeBox. Can you say my name?
Hello, Sajini.
Wow. So Jewel for the longest time has been calling me Sanji, and I never bothered to correct her. When we were...
She never does. Literally a few months ago, you're just like, it's actually Sajini, not Sanji. And I'm like,
yeah.
I've
known her for like 5-6 years, and then later I'm like, actually, it's Sajini. And yesterday when we were recording the TikToks, she's like, check out at Hello Sanji, and I'm like, it's not that. And in the middle she's like, wait, what was it again? So Sanji. And I don't know, I think a lot of people end up reading my name as Sanji. I don't know why this is, personally. I used to think it was amusing, so I never corrected it. So this is my fault. For it is on me for finding that amusing. But yeah, Jewel, can you also tell us a little bit about your background? Like, not necessarily.
I was gonna add on about the name thing. So I've had people that would tell me apparently like months later, and they'd be like, Jewel, it just occurred to me about your name. Like there was a pun in it, or it's, JewelReeBox is JewelReeBox. They're like, I never put that together. And I'm like, are you serious?
Really? How not?
Well, I mean, I guess they thought of it as like it's an actual name, like JewelReeBox, but they didn't think of it as like, jewelry box where you put, your jewels and stuff in it. And I'm like, that's why I picked it. I like all the jewels put in the box. They call me JewelReeBox. And then, so I'm like, so you now get it? Okay. All right, whatever.
You take all the jewels and put it in the box. But no, I think I wanted to ask you particularly about like your background outside of YouTubing. Like, I know that you have experience in, I think, film.
Oh, I do. I'm kidding. Okay, I do.
I wanna know about that a little bit. Tell us a little bit about like your background.
Back when I was born. Okay.
Oh,
just kidding.
Goodness.
So, I got into film. I guess I'll try to make it as short and sweet as possible.
Oh no, please take your time. It's your day.
I like film. I don't really watch a lot of movies, but what I like about film is like the behind the scenes of how we make things, as is, it's like, that person flew. No, it's on a
they're on like a crane or something.
Yes. And I do like the ability to capture like memories and stuff. So like from when I started way beginning, I really like homemaking videos. So you're just like, just basically recording for your own family so you can go back and watch it with your family. I don't think we do that as much as we used to now. Would definitely like to do that more often. Like not just Facebook, but like just record, have that, and then save it, and then be like, oh, like as you're cleaning up your office, like somebody did today, you can go back and be like, oh my gosh, like this camera has like old stuff you want to see, and then look at it and be like, oh, look how young you were, or look how squishy you were, and all that stuff. Anyways, so I became like my family's like camera person for a little bit. And then I kind of extended on that with wanting to edit the videos. So I used like Windows Movie Maker. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
what
fun
what a time. So you can also tell how old we are now.
No, we don't have to.
Windows Movie Maker. Wow. Some of the viewers here haven't even heard of this software.
Oh no. Then in high school, I had a lot of extracurricular activities. Like I was doing tennis, I was doing choir, I was doing art. So I barely had any room. And I was in athletics. So I had to sacrifice one of them so I can get into broadcast journalism. And the reason why I want to do that is because at our school, we've had two guys that pretty much just became like stars for our whole, like, 4 years there. And that's because they make like a story about like this hall monitor, like who has like a love interest and he's going through all these like crazy adventures, like at the school. And it's just, and they always show it like every Friday during lunch. So we would have the projector down and we would watch it. And I'm amazed by basically to see like someone else's story or someone else's world when you're in that world. So I like that. So I got into it when they've retired. So I got in, or when they graduated, and I started making my own, not story, but I started making music videos, which is, I want to say it's a good start to have ideas on creating something, because you'll listen to music and then you just already have like a vision, or at least for me, I already have a vision of what it looks like.
Oh wait, so you started with like music videos?
Yes.
Oh, that's yes. So sweet.
Yeah. Perfect. So it's a really good exercise, honestly. It's so fun and creative. It's also the first time that I don't usually like to work with others at the time. So it was the first time that I was forced.
Not anymore, because she's here with me.
Yes. So it's the first time. So it's the first time that I actually pretty much forced myself to talk to other people and say, "Hey, I have an idea. What do you guys think?" And then they're like, "Yeah, let's do it." And they're like, "Oh, can I put an input?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's even better." So we worked on it, made a couple of music videos, and it was just great. So I just kept making those while also making highlights for sports. What was another thing? I think that was like the only one. I even did like you ask people questions on things. Like I remember
technology. A long time ago you telling me that you did a coverage for a wedding. Was this you?
Wait, coverage for a what?
Wedding.
Betting?
Wedding, like people are getting married, like a wedding ceremony.
Oh.
You did do that, right? That was you?
You know what? So after high school, actually, that's a good transition. So after high school, I went to college, and studied film and video production and all that stuff. And from there, I got myself a camera, and I basically try to make good money out of it by basically recording wedding videos, quinceañeras, birthdays, baptism, and all that stuff. That was like a really good passion project for me, because I'm there capturing people's memories, while also with the knowledge that I have, I can make it look nicer than just like everything's out of focus and everything is shaky and bad audio and stuff. Yes, I make it look nice. And I did a little bit of that business, but it is a lot of work because it's mostly you. And I mean that it's not for everybody. Yeah. It's not for everybody to do that yourself. Because there's people that's demanding, there's people that I think expectations,
like the complication of doing something like this. But before I get into this, I have to say there is so much love for old Windows Movie Maker in the chat, and I am surprised at the same time.
Wait, what?
Yeah, people are like, I miss old Windows Movie Maker. Like, yeah, bro, me too. It had so many options, like fucking transitions, text animation options. Also, Joshua, welcome in.
I miss it for nostalgia, but I don't miss it in terms of the editing program. No, there was too many limitations. I hated it. I hated that you couldn't but time how fast the transition could be.
It didn't put a watermark on your videos, and this I really appreciate.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That is true.
Okay, so coming back to what you were saying, what I think is actually complicated about doing wedding photography or any kind of event coverage, especially if you're doing that as a freelancer, is maybe, of course, the work itself is challenging, right? You have to be there and you have to do the recording, blah, 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 and then later you have to edit. But then on top of that, there's all these conversations you need to have with people on arranging times, dates, fees, negotiations, and all of that, I think, it's really what's challenging. At least whenever I try to do something, I'm like, holy shit, communications. Oh,
So I thought the pre-production, as in like the prepping everything, would be the complicated part, but no, that's just everybody being excited for it to happen. Production is kind of like just try to record it, get it done. You have to be in the moment. Now, post-production is the one that's most stressful for me because I I like to be very detail oriented and make it look nice and everything, while at the same time I don't really know the deadline, or I would give them a deadline, but you have clients not knowing the process and already demand to see the video already. And you're like, dude, this just happened like less than 24 hours. I have to edit it. I also have a life and other projects that I got to do. Like,
No, but
it'll get done.
Isn't this like kind of bleeding into what I was telling earlier, like managing people? Like that actually ends up being the challenging part of all of the work. Like you have to tell people and manage expectations, and it really takes a lot of like skill that is not what you learn in school. Like, cause like yeah, in school you can learn like the technicalities, but then when you go to work, it really becomes a lot of managerial work.
Yeah. I mean, they teach us how to like, they do teach us a little bit on how to handle clients, but they don't teach us like really how to handle them in terms of filmmaking. Because filmmaking video production, because it's more like we're handling talent, we're handling producers or anybody that wants to request like to make something happen while or sorry, and actors. Wait, that's already what I'm saying. While as for photographers or like people who've done photography, they do work a lot with clients. Because you're not just taking pictures of models, or the agents that want those models like a certain way, but you're also handling clients that want you to capture their moment, from pregnancy, maternity, like their milestones of, you know, when they get older, or graduation, weddings and stuff, and they want it to be perfect. And sometimes they do demand stuff that you're just like, listen, I don't make miracles, I just take pictures. Like, they're just like, I look up, like if they say like, they're like, can you make me look skinny? And you're like, here's some shoes, start jogging. I can't just Photoshop can't fix everything. I'm sorry. Like, this is how you are. I'm capturing you currently. You can't expect me to just make you a supermodel.
Can you make me skinny? Hands over a pair of shoes. Yeah, start
Here's
running.
some Skechers.
Oh god.
I'll see you in 2 months. There will be some actual progress.
Perfect. So thank you so much. I think we are about 20 minutes in and we covered your background, and I think that was really, really insightful to kind of learn that you kind of thought in school that you saw like these two guys and you thought like the thing that they were doing in journalism, broadcasting journalism, you thought was interesting. That got you to college, and then you started doing like event coverage work, which is all really cool. Which brings me to my next question is, now of course you are a VTuber among other many things. And at which point, or was there like a specific moment where you felt like, hey, you know, I want to do this seriously. Like, I'm going to buy the equipment and I'm going to make my models. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to do everything that you're doing right now, basically. But was there a moment or like a situation that happened that made you do it seriously?
Well, let's see. So VTubing in terms of like streaming, it's more or less because of, well, my situation at that time. After graduating college and stuff, I did pursue a job within my field. I basically did marketing for an automotive agency. So basically, if you've seen like used car commercials where they do these crazy like, you know, animations and stuff, like 3D modeling, like that's what I did. It was kind of like, it went from like, I went to study filmmaking so I could record people, to all of a sudden I'm like doing a lot of editing stuff, so it's all like heavy After Effects. So I've learned a lot from there, a lot of useful skills for me to use it now. But I've got laid off. So I worked there for like 4 years, and then I got laid off. So I was unemployed for a while, and then my boyfriend at the time started streaming, but he didn't want to like use the camera. He wants to do VTubing. So I looked into it and decided to get into it as well. So I made his avatar, or I basically rigged it, ready to put it on there, and he starts streaming, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. So that's when I've learned to basically, like, after learning from making his model, I made my own, very custom, and then set it there. She was wearing the most basic business suit, that was not very VTuber, like, oh my god, like I am, this goddess empress, whatever, from a different, crazy lore, and started playing Minecraft. And it was fun for a bit until like
and which
I
year
am
was
gaining
this?
traction. Which what?
Which year was this? When did you like kind of get started? Yeah.
Oh, I did say I've been doing it for 2 years, but I started it like I think back in 2019.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is very mid-pandemic, isn't it?
Yes, actually, yes. So it was insane timing for me because I was unemployed and I'm looking for work, but when I'm not getting some like decent luck on it, I'm like, well, I'll be streaming anyways until I finally hit affiliate, and it's like, oh, I can make money off this? Okay, cool. So I kept it going, and then COVID hit, so couldn't get an actual job. So it's like, okay, I'll keep doing this. And since I have plenty of time doing this stuff, yeah, it's like when I delve into something, I go through like the rabbit hole like crazy. So I'm like, what else is there in terms of like VTubing? What can I do to improve it? And then like I've had the headset, but I was like, can I stream in VRChat? And it's like, oh, I can. With my Quest 1 headset, I can. And then from there, I'm like, oh, can
Quest
I do
1 headsets? Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, can I do multiple camera shots at a time? Because to be honest, hot take. I don't like when people like when they stream in VRChat and they have their like the one camera like with green screen where basically their characters on like the bottom left of the screen and you're seeing what they're seeing. And that's it. I'm fine with it, like, but I'm like, that's so not original. Everybody's doing it. Why are we lazy? Why are we not using the camera to do like nice cinematic shots or do like a decent vlog of doing stuff? Like, why are we doing like, just look what I'm seeing and here's my character? Yeah. So I wanted to make it look awesome. So luckily there was these pins on the VRChat built-in camera, and you can toggle it like actually 3 of them at a time. So I set them up basically like, here's one in front of me, here's one behind me, and then here's like another one where it's like, I guess I place it in a world, and then you see it follow me as it's sitting there. So I would just toggle it on and off, like basically say, hey, I'm talking, like here's a personal conversation, or hey, look what I'm seeing. So I just switch it to like the camera behind me, or like,
and I think
here's
like
this big establishing shot
for like
me in the world.
2019, you really didn't see content like this coming out of VRChat creators. Like I think now you do see like there are people that make like entire films in VRChat. There's like camera systems that you can add into your avatar. Like there's right now there's a lot more at your disposal if you're a creator to make stuff on here. But I think in 2019 people really didn't make use of the features that were there even at that time. So your YouTube videos were really ahead of the time, in my opinion, like for what we were seeing people make on VRChat.
Yes, I would agree. I did make a lot of friends, a lot of friends that are content creators. I want to say that have like the same kind of vision. Because I'm just like, VRChat's great, but why are we recording it in the most laziest way possible? Like, look what I'm seeing. That playthrough.
Oh, smart people stream. Gandalf is in the chat. Hello, Gandalf. Oh, so nice to see you. Oh my god. Everyone meet Gandalf. He's also a streamer. He has an amazing voice. Shout out to Gandalf. And yeah, thank you so much for being here.
He sounds very smart, but if you listen closely, he's not. No, he's smarter.
I didn't
than
say
average.
that.
He's smarter
I
than
didn't say that.
average.
Gandalf, I want you to know that it wasn't me. Those are not my words.
He says it's
true. Bruh. Okay, so this is now time for us to transition into, from what you were saying to, yeah, of course, also me saying I think your content was ahead of the time, to me asking then, how would you describe your journey as a content creator and what were the challenges at the time? I mean, of course, I feel like I want to kind of give a bit more perspective to the question as well, because I feel like, yes, the technology in itself can also be challenging, but I think it was also a very tumultuous time, you know, with pandemic, and I think just earlier you said you got laid off. So I think maybe the challenges in becoming a content creator is not just in the technicalities of making the stuff, but also kind of what's going on in life around you. So feel free to answer this question in any aspect. But as you think about that, I'm going to read the chat. The longer you listen, the more brain cells try to escape. Listening to Jewel does that to you. Hey!
What?
Hey!
Wait, who said
excuse
what?
you. Everyone is here to listen to Jewel.
It was Gandalf. Ban that man. Banned him. No, don't go to his Twitch, because he has a highlight. He had a clip of me apparently confusing planes as cows.
I think the reverse psychology is really going to work on the viewers. Don't go to Gandalf's Twitch account. Don't follow him.
It's forbidden.
Don't go to Jewel's Twitch account and don't follow her. Don't subscribe. Don't leave comments in the subscribe section. So, okay, I'm going to rein it in a little bit and go back to the question. So, how was your journey as a creator and what were the challenges?
So, okay, so that's almost kind of like, that's two different things, because we were talking about streaming. So that's separate from content creating. So content creating,
yes.
How I started with content creating, I basically just started recording just the fun times that I had in VR. And then from there, I'm like, I want to put this out there for my friends to see. So basically it's like a vlog style, like there is no structure. It was literally just a recording of like whatever it is that we're doing there. And I've recorded it. And surprisingly at that time with the Quest 1 headset, when you're recording, it won't record your voice. So I was kind of glad.
That's true.
I was kind of glad I was really glad that they didn't record my voice, because I felt like there was a lot of laughing. There was a lot of, you know, me saying stuff, like, which is fine, but like, it's like the whole focus is what I'm looking at. So recorded it and I've edited it. And then I've done a lot of like, you know, back and forth of editing it to like shorten it. And then I send it off, posted it. Some friends liked it. Cool. It's still on there if you're interested. I think it's called, I put in the playlist called VRChat off script. That's the thing that I like to do, is like organizing my stuff. So with that, when I got people liking it, I'm like, maybe I could make some videos about VRChat. So 4 months I've been...
This is actually, I'm so sorry to jump in. I just want to say thank you for the follow, Yuki Uzumaki. CH. I appreciate you. You are asking for a big mommy hug. It's your birthday. I will have to hold back on the hug. Usually I would hug the camera, but I have like a little setup right now. However, happy birthday to you and welcome to the chat.
Happy birthday. Another year.
Hello for first message.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Another year of experience. Think happy thoughts.
I think, I'm struggling a little bit to kind of jump in and say something funny in the chat while you are answering. So I'll just raise my hand if I have to say something, so you can like give like, nudge me in there so I can say something as well. But I'm so sorry to disturb you. But yeah, you like to organize your stuff.
What if I just ignore you?
No, I'll just raise my hand like this. I'll raise my hand.
I have something to say. I have something to say. Let me say something.
Oh God. Yeah, I'll raise my hand like in school. But yeah, okay. So getting back to what you were saying, you like to organize your things. You have a playlist called off what script? You said?
Yeah. Okay. So, well, actually, from organizing, I do like to do like a lot of research before I like commit to whatever I'm doing. So when I wanted to make content, I was like, okay, what kind of content do I want to make? What would be the formula? How do I make this to where it will gain people's attention and keep that attention till the end? And how do YouTubers, like, how do they start their video? How they kind of advertise to say, because they always introduce themselves in every video. But how do I do it to where it doesn't seem like it's annoying? Like, yes, it is my first time. No, don't, try to tell me to subscribe to you. Like, can we get on with the video? And then the outro. And then how to keep the outro to where it'll still leave them to sit and keep watching or wanting more. So with the help of watching other YouTubers where they actually do explain that, I wrote some notes and then just went, okay, all right, so this is how I'm going to like start my video, what I'm going to say, how I'm going to introduce it, and then how I talk about each world. And then either, I guess, talk about what I like about it, or like just a template. And then the outro, how I would say my outro every time. And maybe something funny would happen at the end. I've originally wanted to do I'm not a voice mode right now. What I wanted to do was start at the beginning and the end where I just go in an echo. But it didn't happen. What's up?
I really like the hand raising. So I want to sum that up again, right? Like, so basically you said the challenge was how do people go about it, and then you kind of watched a bunch of people, and then you made notes on how you want to do the intro and how you want to make the outro interesting. And the recipe for this was you wrote something down and you stick to it every single time, and then at the end you do something funny. Am I following you so far?
Yes, but perfect. I wouldn't say that's a challenge. I wouldn't say that was the challenge. That's more of like how I started, like before I start making the content. Then I did the content, put it together, and I think the most difficult part of editing it, or the whole part of making the videos, is when it's multiple worlds. When I started it out, it's almost as if like, what you had to ask yourself when you're making these videos is like, why are you doing this? Why are you sharing it? I've written on here, what do I want to say? What specific question am I answering? Why do I want to share this? Basically, what is the point?
I see. That is a very strong formula. I like that. Okay, so I want to say, people, first of all, Gandalf is saying some TikTok brain rot shit in the chat again. Resub that sub button, my homies. No, he's saying resub the sub button. Also, people are praising my polite hand raise. I appreciate that the viewers appreciate this as well. Moro is like, the small hand raise is great, and that was the politest hand raise I've ever seen. Okay, so can you go through the 3 steps again? What do you want to do? What's the purpose? What were the 3 questions you tried to answer?
Oh yeah. So what do I want to say? What specific question am I answering? And what do I want to why do I want to share this?
That is great. I like that. I'm learning from you. Learning from the best. I'm looking forward to watching the VOD again and making my own notes. So
yeah, so I actually have that written on my whiteboard, and I've never removed it. I
wow.
had a whiteboard in my office. I don't know. I mean, it's great to leave it there. I thought you said why instead of wow. Sorry. But I've left it on there because it's just useful. And I don't know, like, if there was any other formula I could write on there. I was gonna write more ideas, but instead I started writing it on Notion, which is like Evernote. It's a free app that you can use to organize all your stuff. So I actually recently just organized all of my scripts. I have like 2 scripts that have been very well finished, and then I have like 10 video ideas that I have set out. I just need to do the research and stuff. So I guess this is a good time for me to like talk about my whole process of
Yes, go
making
for
my
it.
videos. Okay. So with using Notion, how I start off is I've already planned ahead my season. I have seasons. Like they're different. Like there's certain types of videos that I'm making each season, as in like depending on. So say the first season is all about like the worlds or from creators that started VRChat, that built it. Then the second one, it could be something like here, not all the clubs, but it's like here's all the popular games that came out in VRChat. Then the third one could be about like here's the realistic worlds, like here's the realistic worlds that's been pretty known in VRChat, like that, for example. I can't think what it is on the top of my head, but that's an example. Anyway, so within those seasons, I have different episodes that have to do with it, and it's either 10 episodes or 16, I think. Yeah, it's a lot, but I'm trying to keep that like nice and organized. Then from there, when I have the title or the subject of the certain episodes, when that's the next one to do, I go and do the research. I go explore the worlds, look around, see about it, see what I know about it. Then I go online and look if anybody has talked about it, or go and ask people around what they know about these worlds. Then I would do again like intense research. Sometimes it takes me
I think like
2 days to a week.
I know that we are hearing a lot about the research that you're doing, but it really also shows when you watch like your videos on YouTube, because you're like, this is this creator, this is all the work they've done, and this is the year that they worked on it, and this is their inspiration, and this is all the things you could do. Like you can really tell that like when you watch the video, it's not here's a cool VRChat world where you can press some buttons. It's not like that. There's information about who created the world, what their motivations were, what are the other work that they have done, sometimes in parts like series as well. So once she decides that she wants to do, Jewel understands the algorithm, says Monroe. I think it's interesting because I think, Jewel, one thing I really admire about your content is that it's not feeding the algorithm, overpowering your vision. I think your vision really shines through your videos. I think you have a very like admirable mix when it comes to the two, because the way I make stuff, I'm just gonna tangent a little bit into how I do my TikToks. I'm a fucking slave to the algorithm. It's like I have a formula that I change ever so often when I feel like, okay, this is not working, so I change it. But the way I make content is not that, oh, I have a vision, so I deliver to the vision. Like, I'm not there yet. I am a slave to the algorithm. I just do what, I feel like people want to see. And I have been forewarned by other creators that this will burn me up. And I agree. But at the fighting clip with me will go viral. I hope so, Nibble. Come on over here, we fight, and then perhaps it does go viral. Every single time I'm streaming, this boy wants to fight me.
Who is it?
It's
Red?
in it's
Let me talk to him.
it's Nibble. It's Nibble. I'm telling you, Nibble.
Oh,
When I catch you,
I just want to talk.
when I catch you, watch out. So wait, no, I got distracted by the fighting. I am very much a slave to the algorithm. I think my content really, I don't think it's bad necessarily, but it is. I do think it doesn't have like a vision. I think overall, uh, to me, I like kind of knowing the way you go about it is inspirational, to say the least.
Oh, well, thank you.
Of course, which is why I want to have you here and learn from you.
Oh, thank you. So making the videos for me. Okay, well, I mean, when I got on TikTok, because I've been told like, oh, TikTok, you'll get more, you'll gain more traction, you'll get more followers and stuff. I literally did it. I only made like 4 videos.
Yeah.
And then I just didn't post anything ever since because I was like, that's so much work. Yeah, you pretty much just become a slave. And I'm like, I like I don't know. Like it like TikTok is great, but I guess like I like YouTube better because I get to elaborate what I want to say and then also like do it in a nice formula where you can like indulge it within 10 minutes instead of like, oh, I'm just using, well, I don't do like what you do where you actually do and talk and engage people in your videos.
You make skits, right? I think the videos you posted were skits.
Yes, I do have it on my YouTube shorts. They're fun. They're just fun. It's just a nice way of kind of like, get people to see me. That is how I figure out the algorithm. I would basically use like whatever's like a popular sound or whatever's trending at the time, while at the same time it does fit me or fit within my brand. And then I would go and recreate it and then post it. So, and even if it's old, honestly, I'm just like, it still fits. I mean, people are gonna go back and be like, oh, I remember that sound bit, like maybe like say for example, like, oh, the very demure, very mindful. I want to go back and see it. They're gonna go back and then they're gonna see me and be like, oh, I like that one. Or be like, oh, haha, let me see their other videos.
Yeah.
Or their other shorts, and then introduce them to my YouTube channel. Hi, it's me.
Hi. It's a bunch of things. So which brings me to the next question, since I think I also wanted to ask you like how your content evolved over time, and I think we already kind of went through that in the discussion so far. But I like the next thing I want to ask you is that since I'm hoping the video will be watched by other people who are maybe also aspiring to become VTubers or creators themselves. So, if you could give your past self one piece of advice when you were just starting out, what would it be?
Oh.
But I'll give you a moment to think about that while I read the chat so far. I'll fight you both. I don't know about that. Okay, only I have consented to fight you, Nibble. Just so Okay, you keep saying that, but then when Sajani beats your ass, then that will be a funny clip. Also, I don't know if you want to fight Jewel. They got that Spanish heat in them. That's true. You definitely don't want to fight Jewel. You don't probably. I wouldn't even recommend that you suggest that you want to fight Jewel.
I think that I would tell myself that I'm doing great. The whole planning, like, you can't. I mean, I guess you can plan too much ahead. Oh, whoa! I lagged a bit. Okay, yeah,
I lied a bit.
I lagged.
Lagged. I lied a bit. I'm lying a little bit in this.
But basically,
sorry. Okay,
wait. Doing the research is great. You don't need to try to post stuff like every week or so or whatever. Do take your time. It's quality over quantity. Just do what you believe is best for your content, because I've had comments in my videos. There's only at least, I want to say just 1% of the audience that's just like, hey, you talk too fast. Like, if you speak a little slower, it'd be great. And I'm just like, I should make a YouTube short where it's like, see a couple of comments that say that, and I look down, and then you see the part where it says like you can slow the speed, since your mind apparently can't handle the speed. Adjusted to that, you're welcome. And the reason why I talk fast is because there's a lot to say. And most of the time, like, people, I mean, I hate when people, like, start their YouTube videos. It's like, hi, guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is this and this. Follow, subscribe.
Oh,
or they just go
no,
on
like the voice as well.
And it's not about, yes.
Yeah.
And they don't, like, I hate it, like, when you're trying to look for tutorials or anything, they have 1 or 2 minutes where they just go on and
like
on
the personality
and on about themselves or their
insert,
channel.
the personality insert.
Yes, before they even get to the point and say, like, how to throw a ball. And it's like, here's how to throw a ball. But no, it's like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, I post every Friday. Anyways, here's how to throw a ball. And it's like, I wasted 10 seconds when you could have just get to the point.
Okay. This is interesting because I would like to slightly contend your opinion here. Okay. When please engage with me, and that is why I want to kind of bring this up as well. I think we like to say, okay, some context before I say the thing. I've worked in digital advertising for like what, good 6-7 years, and it's been my
That's
job.
Why we're connected. That's why we're connected, because we're in the same field. It's crazy.
Yeah. And for majority of my career, my job was to churn out shit for a plethora of brands. And in my opinion, quality over quantity does not apply as a general statement for all the material that you're going to create. Now, in digital marketing, there is a pyramid, and I would like to draw a diagram. There is a pen. I may go and get that. I'll be right back.
Pyramid scheme?
Can I leave the camera scheme here? It's not. No, I want to.
You have to set it to world.
Perfect. I'll be right back with a pen.
Oh, it sucks. They can't hear me. You
had I'm back. They can hear you now.
Okay. I was like, you leave, but yet I'm like, wait, they can't hear me while you're gone.
Gotta position as we were previously. There we go. My apologies. I should have brought the pen with me. I'm such a diagram drawer. Okay, so this pyramid is one of the approaches. Of course, in marketing, there's no one way to do something, right? Like there's so many structures, fucking pyramids, pentagons that you can use. And this is what we call hub, hygiene, and hero content. And when I will explain what this means. So hub content is material that people search for. If you are... Oh, hey, Kyrun! Thank you so much. Quick hi before I have to leave again. Also, hello to JewelReeBox from Kyrun. Thank you so much for dropping by. And for subscribed for 2 months. Thank you so much on a 2-month streak as well. Dude, that is crazy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We are kind of in the middle of me dumping marketing strategy to contend one of the earlier points, or rather a popular thing that creators like to say, which is quality over quantity. And I want to contend this. So hub content is what people search for. So if you are a retail company, people want to know what kind of shoes you have, right? So you make content about, we have high heels and we have sneakers and we have loafers, blah, blah, blah. This is where you talk about your offerings. And hygiene is where, this is a level higher, where you talk about, for example, the quality, or whether you are environmentally you've taken a pledge, or other things that people care about other than necessarily only the product, whether you use leather, whether you don't use leather, whatever it is. And then hero content is kind of like at the prime, at the peak. This is if you decide to recruit like fucking Spider-Man to do an advertisement for you or to endorse your shoes. And the reason why this pyramid is arranged in this order, where you have a lot of hub content at the bottom, less hygiene, and even less so hero content, is because you need more hub stuff, because this is what people are looking for. And you need hygiene to literally hygienify your hub, right? Like, not everything you offer is going to be great. So you add value with hygiene content. And hero content is what you use. It is what you use. Oh, I can't grab the pen. Are you grabbing it? There we are.
Did I grab it?
Yeah, I got it. And it's funny because this pyramid, even though you have arrangement this way, when it comes to the quantity of stuff that you need, so you have more hub, less hygiene, even less hero. Like, you can't recruit Spider-Man for all of the content you're going to make. But when it comes to reach, right, it's actually an inverse of the pyramid. So more people are going to see your hero content, less people are going to see your hub content. Does that make sense? If you do an advertisement with fucking Spider-Man, every fucking Spider-Man fan is going to see that they wear your shoes. But not all of them are going to be interested in your high heels, for example, or loafers, or whatever. So there is an inverse relation to the hero-ness of the content you create, like the quality, I say. So this is where you have your highest quality content. This is where you have your lowest quality content. And so I think, in my opinion, what is important when we, or creators like to say, quality over content, this only applies to your hero content. Only your hero content needs to be perfect, where people see it and they form an opinion about you. But when you kind of move down towards your hygiene or your hub content, it just needs to be a lot. When people are looking for you, they just need to see a lot. And that's what I want to say. So how do you feel about this? Do you agree, disagree? Your thoughts, opinions, prayers?
As in, like, how this applies to my content?
No.
To my channel?
No. Do you think this is a good counter argument to quality against content? Because sometimes quality, sometimes it is quality. Sometimes it is quantity over quality.
Well, I just learned. I just been learned about that. I have not
I see.
saw it or thought of it that way. But I guess, like, to gather, like, say for your hub, like, to gain traction, like, sometimes it is about quantity, especially starting out. So so it could be from TikTok shorts to making a shit ton of playthrough highlights.
Or you decide to stream every day, which is also a part of, like, And like me personally, of course, I've not done this for a long time. This is my second or third month, I believe. I think third. And for me, growth really came from doing more stuff. And this, I think, 3 months in, me doing the bit by bit interview, having like people over, talking to them, is my effort at hero content, I would say. This is something I care about. This is something I'm interested in. I want to do it properly, and I want people to kind of gain value from it. And of course, only 3 months in have I made an effort to do something that I think is valuable. And I think up until now, it's just been a numbers situation.
So then my hub would be my streaming, my hygiene. Wait, what's the hygiene thing again?
That's you kind of, I guess, the value addition. This would be, in my opinion, maybe your YouTube. Or
so my hygiene is basically my world showcase videos or world hopping series, maybe sleep videos, and maybe some YouTube some stream highlights that I do, and then my hero would be VCat, actually, because
yes.
I mean, I've done something for them, but I haven't done something like for them to kind of like gear back towards me, if that makes sense. So like, say for example, if I were to make videos about their worlds, then there you go. Actually my world showcases, like when I talk about certain worlds, people would do the research and they'll find that I'm talking about said certain worlds or certain creators, and that would be like basically the hero that would guide them to be interested, if they want to.
Bless you.
To see my hubs. Yeah, hiccups. But that is an interesting way of thinking in terms of marketing. I didn't even think about that. Like, I just it seems like I've already got a strategy without I've already had it set without even realizing.
No, of course. I think that's what's interesting about marketing as well. Like, there's no one way to approach doing anything. And some people go viral over really dumb shit, like they don't totally intend to, but it really works. And that's what's fascinating about it as well. But I would like to... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Like, I mean, there are channels that have quantity over quality, and yes, they have, their numbers are big, but it's like I just rather give quality over so much trash, in my opinion. Is that my phone? I can't tell if that's my phone. I'm sorry.
So, on that note, we have been live for 1 hour straight, and so far we've had a good experience. I'm really happy to see everyone joining in as well. Shout out to Kyrun once more for the subs. That was really crazy and unexpected. And for Yuki Uzumaki for the follow. Thank you so much. And if you are interested in kind of watching only the highlights of the series, I will be making, of course, that be little... Oh goodness, what do they call it on Twitch when you... Clips! Yes, that would be clips. And
clips, stories, reels.
Yes, all of that on my TikTok. And I haven't really done any promotions for my YouTube channel because I do not have anything on there. And this series would be, like I said, will be my effort to make kind of more content that is... not trash. So please do look forward to that. But doing in a time check, we've been live for an hour. We are going to change locations, just shake up some of the stiffness we've had so far. You can take a bite of your apple, drink a little bit of water.
Yes. I was like, oh, she's going on a tangent, and then I was like, oh, I can sneak in an apple or something. Perfect.
And we could potentially change up locations, make it a little bit more interesting. And I'm sure you, Jewel, have made some notes about things you wanted to say in the introduction section. If we missed something, this is your opportunity to, hey, I'd like to talk about this thing before we move on to the second section.
Oh, you mean like going back? You mean going back to talking about all my titles, the traveler, shooter, photographer, and all that stuff?
No. Anything that you made notes of for the stream that we didn't get to go over. We're just checking in so we can move on to the next section.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I would make mental notes. I haven't really made...
Perfect.
Notes.
I have notes. Guys, I have the memory of a fucking goldfish. And if I ever think, this is an interesting thing to say, this is an interesting thing to ask, I better fucking write it down or it's gone forever. So everything I do,
okay.
I have notes. And
Okay.
because I had drilled this into my system since like I was really young, I actually don't even worry about my thoughts anymore. Like I know that they'll never get lost. I have everything written down.
Lol.
Yeah.
I'm very forgetful. I forget a lot. So I guess to kind of like finish up with saying that, you know, traveler, I explore the worlds in VRChat. Streamer, I stream on Twitch and YouTube sometimes. Traveler, streamer, photographer. I do take photos of the worlds that I find. Mostly, I just self-insert myself in there just to make, you know, tell a story. I post it on Instagram, so if you're interested in that, and eventually on another website, which I'll talk about later or announce it later. Photographer, streamer, photographer, cinematographer. So basically, I have a background in filmmaking and video production, from making PSAs to short films, independent films, all that good stuff, to now even up to advertising, and then I bring that into my videos, and you can tell. Oh, actually, oh wait. Cinematographer, 3D modeler. I basically make my own models. The benefits of not only the benefits of having for being creative and problem solving and everything is that I'm able to do all this stuff without having to drop like $10,000 on doing all of it. But that's the only con thing, is that you're kind of on your own, you know, advertising yourself, promoting yourself, editing everything and all that stuff. When you're very detail oriented and you want things right your way, you're just a one man production.
One woman.
Cinematographer, 3D modeler, VTuber. Overall, not only do I stream, but I also make content on YouTube. And I like and I'm like in other social platforms that just kind of fit within it. Yeah, so I can show y'all different outfits within the next one. You know, it's a little fashion show.
Yes.
Let's see. Hold on. Traveler, streamer, photographer, cinematographer. So within the cinematography thing, the great thing about doing cinematography or doing video production in VR compared to in real life, the best thing about it, especially for someone who is a one-man production, is that you can be a one-man production and more in VR, because basically it's practically limitless of what you can do. So in real life, you need to find talent. You need to have like outfits, makeup, all that stuff to make you look good. You need lighting. You need audio equipment, like, you know, microphones, boom mics and stuff like that. And then you need like a decent camera. Sometimes you don't even need a decent camera, because, you know, the cameras on our phones is just decent enough when you do vlogging. When you want to record certain things, you need certain equipment that would fit to what you need or what you want when you're all about quality. Otherwise, you know, what you can afford is also fine. Limitations do make you much more creative, FYI. And then also within time, and when you get locations, you do have limitations on getting locations. So if you want to record, like say at Dunkin' Donuts, because you want to do a research about Dunkin' Donuts, you have to ask ahead of time if you can record there and for how long and all that stuff. If you want to do reshoots, that's going to be quite difficult to do a reshoot when you get all the shots you need. Sometimes it would cost money. And also driving there and everything. So there's just so many variables that just makes it quite stressful. And then when you're trying to record yourself, it's just a still shot. Or if you do have the money, you can have some cameras that do actually follow you. Or if you do have a 360 camera where you can edit it later, where it just kind of follows you a little bit. So it just feels like as if you have a camera person. Or you can have a friend that records you and you just hope that you're fine with how it looks. Now, in VR, the best thing about it is that you could do it all. Everything is the same. You can go back and do B-roll no matter the time or day. And also you look the same as if you did when you first shot it. So you can go back and do B-rolls and stuff. The camera, luckily with the VRC built-in camera, you can basically have it follow you You can do handheld style. You could do so much more stuff. You could do even more with VRC lens, camera path, or any other cameras that you can just, it's an asset that you built in, that you added onto your avatar to record you. So I was able to do more cinematic shots, or have the camera basically like start moving as I move, or have it follow me as I walk around, stuff like that. Like I can do a lot of camera techniques without this awkwardness of like I gotta green screen it, or I just gotta just put the camera down somewhere and then just hope I'm in the shot. I can actually have a monitor set in my view of what I'm seeing. So it's like I'm able to manage and oversee everything while also looking at the script as well. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's like if you're willing to do it, you know, to get the shots made, you can.
It's definitely not easy to kind of sum up cinematography in like a quick, like a 5 minute. Let me explain cinematography.
Okay,
so on that note,
talent, all of that, like wearing many hats while I'm in VR. Yes.
On that note, let's switch up location and take a little break. Please hold on. Please hold on, everybody. You will be able to hear us, so do not stress. You will hear our banter, even though you won't see the screen.
Oh, no. By all means, have them listen to me munching on some apples. They have cinnamon and honey.
Perfect. Some water.
Perfect.
Some water. Okay. So next section is going to be deep dive. Yeah, do ASMR. Okay. Can you?
Am I not ASMRing?
A little bit.
Okay, here you go. Here's the intense version.
Okay.
Hold on. Microphone at 0%. I am eating, I forgot what kind of apple it is.
I heard a very slight crunch, and the rest of it was just munching noises. Some water. Jewel, I hope.
Cookie butter in it.
Maybe a little louder. No. Please have some water. And we'll move our asses around because you've been looking at the palm trees in the back for quite some time. We'll make it look a little bit more interesting.
I actually have a mirror. I have a mirror to make sure that we're kind of like, you know, really close in the shot.
That's a good idea. I have so many windows open. Honestly, Sajini is short. Saji, I have 3,700 points. 37 toothless dances. Goodness. What do I tell you? Why don't you take this opportunity to exercise your 3,700 points? It felt very strange to say 3,700 because that is American.
I've heard better. I've heard better. Listen. Hold up, I gotta grab another apple slice. All right. No, don't leave. Let me do another crunch.
Oh, okay.
So good.
Also, Roblox Night, hi, welcome. Please hold on as we change up the scenery a little bit. How about we go inside the house? We haven't been indoors.
Oh, I thought you mean like we're going to a different world. I mean, I'm
No, we'll just stay here. We'll just make our life easy. This is cozy. All right. Here we go. How are you doing, Roblox Night? Can't say anything more there about my friends. Sajini is short. Well, Jewel,
Do the
I don't
boobas
think.
need to come out? Do we need more views? Do we need more views? Do I need the boobs?
Do we need?
to come out?
How are we doing on views? Actually, let me have a look. Wow, 10 viewers. Where did you guys come from? No, I think we're good. Do you want to do the boobas?
No.
No. Okay. Well, very well.
Hey, I mean, if you happy with 10, I'm happy with 10. We don't need
good.
The boo.
We're good. Come on over a little closer to the brighter side here.
I'm trying to see if we where's the colliders? Oh, I got it. I found it. Wonderful. Yay, because I keep like getting on the thing.
I'm trying to find her. Actually, I don't like this. You're good. Happy to hear. Hear.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Trying to find like a spot for us. I don't like the lighting here. Shall we go up? We tried up and we liked up, right?
Yeah.
I will take your nuggets. Why do you need to take my nuggets? Have your own. Get your own.
You can have mine. They're half chewed. Not half bitten. They're half chewed. Like you see, it's like as if I chewed it like bubble gum.
Oh,
I just want the chicken nugget juice. You can have the rest.
Chicken nugget juice. Why do I have such imagery in my mind right now? What have I done to deserve this? We need
nugget ASMR? Oh, I got you. Hold on, I just need to adjust myself. I just realized you could use Gogo Loco to literally have you like sit still, and I was like, bro, that saved my my drifty controller ass.
Okay, yeah, this looks all right. I like how I said all right. It's
alrighty. Welcome to ASMR. I'm eating apple with cinnamon and I was gonna say apple, cinnamon, and apple.
Perfect. So the next section is going to be a deep dive where we'll be talking about, to give a quick summary, what it's like to make content for specific platforms, what monetization has been like, advice for other creators, and tips for managing a freaking Discord server. The mystery of the mysteries. But cool, let's transition in, shall we? Oh, take your time. Take your time.
My bad.
Take your time. Oh, please. If I could, I'd give you some pets on your back. Like, whoa, you okay?
Some pets.
Some pets. Some knocks if you need some.
Some knocks. Okay.
How are we looking? How are we looking, everybody? Are we looking good?
You look amazing. I look really dark, but that is my skin tone. Really dark compared to you.
Yeah, which is funny because actually I'm pretty sure I'm darker than you. It's just the Abby. I look like a white girl. I'm not though.
No, you just haven't been outside. You need to go outside, get that melanin in again.
I wish I could make the camera look at us better. Is this good? I think it's okay. It went super out of focus for a second there. We're back! We are back, everybody. All right. So let's start off with before I get into the questions, would you like to kind of transition from you talking about 3D modeling your outfits to showing us some? I think that would be fun.
Oh, okay. Well, now I gotta move.
Don't fall off.
Okay.
Don't fall off the roof.
I won't fall. I will fall. Let me just make sure I'm in the shot. Okay, I'm in the shot. Hello. Okay. So after a little bit of so talking about my avatars, my first one is actually on here. The one with the business suit is this. How do I look?
Hello and welcome back, Alcoholic Weeaboo. Thank you for the follow. And Ember Panda as well. Oh, it still took me quite some time to say your name. But Jewel, give me a minute so that I can actually show your whole outfit. There we go.
Oh no, it's I
You
was gonna
know
say
what?
that part's fine. Okay.
You know what? I think I'd like to do something differently here. Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay.
There we go. No, wait, it's upside down.
Let's say upside down.
It's fixed. Apologies.
Okay, so this was my first outfit when I started streaming. It does feel or look kind of different. It's the first time I've learned how to add like facial gestures to here. My eyes are very glowy. My hands look kind of dirty. That's just me kind of like learning how to do texturing. And there's no fizz bones on my skirt.
I see. So this was the first one you made?
This is the first one. And then I figured out my outfit. I actually deleted it because I was like, well, I haven't used it anymore. But the next one was I got my iconic dress, but my hair was really short because in real life I had my hair short. But then I was like, I'd rather grow it out in real life and then have that as my icon thing. So thus you've seen my oh, actually we haven't even looked at it at all in this stream. So this is my iconic look. So I have the jewelry piece on my head, and I have this bag of gems in here, and then I have just another bag. Just you can never have too much stuff.
not enough pockets for your jewels is not something we want to run into as an issue.
And then so with Villain, who's now my fiance and he's continuing streaming, his whole theme is basically being the bad guy, and I wanted to be part of that too, so I created my villain arc, my villain version outfit.
I really like this one.
And this one also has pockets, but it's just hidden, so now she's money. Also different hair style, like I just set it up differently.
So just to remind everyone on stream, these are all outfits that like Jewel designed herself, like the outfits, rigging, physics for them, everything that she made on Blender, fixed it up on Unity, everything she does by herself.
Yes. So
and the boobas.
The boobas are out. So the reason why I picked this outfit, well, of course, for one, VTubers do tend to have like a, quite a risque looking outfit, but also if you follow the Lord Villain, he has this outfit as well. He has like a white top and he's wearing this necklace. And my hair being all messy and stuff, this is supposed to be like this is the morning after, I spend time with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it nice and risque. Okay. No?
I was just shaking my head.
Then this is my doctor outfit. I mean, just cause for a while I did like to give advice or whatever, even though it's like, shit. There she goes.
That's funny because I told you not to fall off and I fell off twice.
Okay, there we go. So I have this doctor outfit. I would like to add, some assets and stuff on it, but I haven't learned that yet.
Wait, hold
Then
on.
I have
We're gonna do a close up for this one. The hair looks different. She has a pony on, an accessory.
Oh yeah.
And she has a little stethoscope that goes into her pocket. And she's wearing a skirt. Really well made.
And I gotta have my headpiece on me at least most of the time of my outfits, as long as it fits properly. Then I have my business one.
And another one.
Yes. So the reason why I have multiple outfits is because different scenarios, and also like I would like to explore worlds where it just makes sense for me to wear it, because wearing a dress while it's cold outside doesn't make sense. Wearing a dress while you're in the summer area and you want to sit in the pool also doesn't make sense. Or if it looks like, oh, we're gonna do like we're gonna sell this house or sell this property. I thought this is a nice way of doing so.
Would you like to sell this property on the island to me? Like do a little
No,
improv.
I live here. No,
Do a little
not for sale.
improv.
No, it's not for
It's
sale.
not for
This
sale.
is timeshare.
Okay.
Then I made this outfit, the stewardess outfit, as a joke, literally just for one joke, but I ended up actually using it more than just that. So basically, it's like I would go up to you and basically be like, hot tea or cold tea? And then you would tell me hot tea, and cold tea. Then I would give you the old news, like, oh, you know about the Paul brothers and what they did in Japan? Crazy. Yeah. And then hot tea, whatever it is that's trending right now, lunchly. Yeah. Oh wow, they're the ones who start. Yeah, they're the classic tea makers, huh? All right, so
the tea joke.
Next one is
Gandalf. I feel like, I don't know if you're watching. I feel like you might enjoy something like this, but I'm gonna leave the camera here now. The tea joke.
Then this one is fit for actually here. I've been wanting a summer outfit. And I wanted a really big hat. I wanted the skirts. Gotta have my little pocket here, and I don't want to get my jewelry wet, so I have like nice little floral dangle thing for my hair.
Yeah.
And let's see, I have, how many more do I have?
A lot.
Few more to go. I was part of the virtual maid cafe, so I had to have me a maid outfit, and I got me a feather duster.
I really like the maid outfit.
This is the only one that I do not have. This is the only one that I do not have any jewelry.
The jewel.
I just have like hair. A little. Yeah, I only have it on the hair, and then like the green, I believe, right here too.
And on your choker.
And then also, and then I add basically like that I'm the virtual market
ambassador.
Weekend ambassador. Yeah. Oh,
perfect.
Let me just turn that off. Then next one I have. So I did this for a friend just out of fun because she's a bartender. So I was like, oh, are you applying? Because I could also be a bartender too.
That's really cool.
So, yeah, so if you can see closely, I have like my logo here, and then I have my logo here on that emblem right there as well.
JewelReeBox, everybody! JewelReeBox!
Yeah.
And amazing outfits.
And we got 2 more, and then I'll go back to my normal. So. So.
Oh, this is a recent one.
Yes. So this is a Chinese dress. I have hummingbirds. I have my gem. This is when I finally started adding some assets onto my avatar, so I could do some really cool stuff. You'll see really soon that I have my pet. Oh, there she is. I have a hummingbird.
Aww.
I love hummingbirds.
I remember you telling me about the concept for this avatar, that you wanted to have like a bird on your dress, and you showed me the drawing that you wanted, and then I'll have a hummingbird flying around me. And then when you were telling me the ideas. I was like, wow, that sounds super complicated. And like a few days later, she's like, I made it, and sending me pictures. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So you can barely see, but the outline of my dress here, I have basically hummingbirds here and hummingbirds here at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to
Let's
be,
hear it
you
for the
know,
back of the dress. Woo!
I thought this was bougie. I thought this was a little much, but I'm like, is it a little much for me? No, I think it's plenty.
Nah, it's
plenty
good
for me. And then for when it's cold outside, because there's a lot of winter worlds that I like to travel to, I gotta have a winter outfit. So I made me one. With the help of Villain, of course, because I was gonna originally have this blue, and he was like, "Why not match it with your headpiece? Make it green." And so there you go.
It's really nice. Everything perfect. 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss, yes, yes. And then lastly, well, I mean, not lastly, but, back to this outfit. I have basically, if you notice all my other outfits, they're all dresses. They're all dresses and skirts. This is my first and only outfit so far that is just pants. So I can finally sit down comfortably without feeling like I am,
I see.
exposing myself.
Fair enough. All right. Thank you so much for showing us all of your outfits. Now let's have a seat.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the sittings. Give me a moment as I get our camera to come back to us. Oh, that went a lot better. That was really fast. I like, there we are. Perfect. But yeah, okay. Now, since you already showed us all of your outfits, I really want to ask, have you faced any burnouts or creative slumps? And what do you do and how do you deal with them?
Yes. Okay, so let's say, like, within the concept of so say if we're streaming, or not the streaming part, but the OBS like setting up part, I would give myself, like, when I have the energy and the motivation to make something new or update anything on the OBS, I give myself that week when I'm inspired to do it, get it done, and then I don't worry about it for like another whole year.
Whoa, okay.
There's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get your stuff done and leave it, basically. You do it while you have the mojo for it and leave it.
Yes, because otherwise you're just going to be worrying about it too much, like, throughout the whole year, and I feel like that's just destroying your motivation to even stream at all or use it at all. So just have it set to kind of like last you for a year, and then don't worry about it. Everything's great. Streaming, well, it's a little back and forth lately. Now I haven't been streaming at all. I think I'm at a point where it's time for me to do a hiatus. Because for those that don't know, I'm actually expecting. So baby Jewel coming soon.
I was going to make a expecting a hiatus joke, but you beat me to it with baby Jewel coming soon.
Yes. IRL, we're starting a family. She's coming soon, the end of this year. So once she's here, then I just have to be AFK for at least 2 months, maybe 3, to basically, make sure she's still alive throughout, while also getting the hang of juggling, all these new responsibilities. So I am planning to keep making content. Villain highly encourages it. I want to say, for all the mamas out there, or anybody that's gonna be a mama soon or eventually, keep your hobbies, please. Whatever hobbies that you have, keep it, because it's best for your mental health. I was originally gonna not do it. I was gonna be like, wipe my hands of it, and then I'm just all mom duty. But I have heard that a lot of mommies just forget who they once were once they became one. Like, that they basically just don't have a life, besides that. And it's kind of sad. So it's like, yeah, it is highly encouraged that if you have a hobby, keep at it. Even with the, with your little monsters running around, you gotta have time for yourself to keep your sanity and knowing who you are this whole time.
With your little monsters running around.
Yes. Just so you know how you were before. Now you gotta raise them. Now you gotta raise that version of you that right there. So burnouts in streaming. When you play the same games, you get pretty tired, to be honest. You could try to do like a scheduling of like, okay, this month, these are the 2 games you'll be playing. Try to keep that steady schedule. If you do get tired of it, just let people know or let your chat know that you're going to change it up a bit. And sometimes they'll appreciate it, or sometimes they're like, okay, well, let me know when you go back to that because I like you when you play the certain game. And that's fine. It's just, there's that whole thing of like, do you want to try to grow your numbers and keep at it? Or do you just want to stream for fun like you did in the first place? Which I think that's, again, with mental health, it's really much better that you do what you want to do. Instead of just go and try to be a slave to the algorithm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, I say this yes with some reservations, but I do generally agree. Don't do something you don't want to do. I think that's pretty. I feel like it doesn't need to be said, but I think not enough people know this, so it needs to be said. Don't do things you don't want to. Take it from me, who recently quit their job because I didn't want to do that anymore. So don't do things you don't want to.
So for content creating, I don't know if I would say like this is the best like that I could. That I'm in the I don't know if I would say I'm in the best position to say about it because I haven't posted. I want to say the last time I posted any actual world hopping series content has now been about a year. But that's because from that time or from then to now, not only have I gotten a full-time job, which I'm so glad and grateful. It's a job that I like doing. I love the people. It's a very rare occasion to find a job that you love and working with people that you actually don't mind to spend time with outside of work, that do care about you and they're not there just to try to, get you fired or anything like that. So it is a nice breather. I feel like I finally made it. So because it's a full-time job, I do travel sometimes for work. So it does take a lot of my time. So that's why I haven't been making much content. And also with growing a baby, it does take a lot of energy out of me. So that is why my presence of content creating of any sorts have been like almost non-existent at this point. But what I don't
know, like you say this, but you've been streaming like pretty consistently. I see you like once or twice a week. You are there. I think maybe you think, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think making like the YouTube videos seem a lot more rewarding to you than kind of just getting on stream and just being there for a few hours. Maybe you feel like that it doesn't count, but it does. So I don't know what you mean. Like me personally, I don't know what she means. Like she's been here, she's been doing stuff.
Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I do love content creating much more because you see all of my work put into it, and then I see the comments saying that they love it or how I talk too fast. I ignore that, but people appreciate it, or they'll be like, wow, can I still play this? Can I still visit that world? Or like, oh, like, is this thing still going on? Or I never heard of these worlds before. So that's what I like. Because there's a lot of YouTube channels that are popular YouTube channels that go to these worlds, or not even go to these worlds. They will go to the popular worlds in public instances, and it's like it's just memes, it's just jokes and pranks, and it's like I don't want to see that. There's too many of those, so that's why I make these very informative videos to inspire people to get in VRChat, because it is fun. It is more than just, screaming children and, memes and pranks and stuff. Like, you can explore for the beauty of it, for the great deep connections that you get. to learn stuff or be creative, you know, be inspired. It doesn't have to be as deep or dark as like you live and breathe VRChat like your whole life. No, it doesn't have to be.
So actually, on this note, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent, and I think it was coming given that, of
Will I
course,
stream the birth?
I
No.
didn't.
No.
Yeah, I didn't give that comment the attention. I just ignored it.
I will say,
Um,
hold on. I do want to disclaim this. So even
mhm,
though I did talk about my IRL, about my family and stuff, I do want to keep that separate from my brand or from my content. So
mm,
yes, I do talk about it on stream, but it's just gonna be left on stream because that's me being on a personal level. While on my content, I'm rarely or probably just never gonna talk about it because that's not the main focus. The main focus
mm.
is exploring worlds, not exploring my life.
You say on an interview. Um, so yes, I do want to go on a bit of a tangent about this, but I think it's still relevant. I think because of like these YouTubers that want to go into public worlds and kind of, find like the most heinous shit that you can on VRChat and make videos about this. VRChat as a platform has gotten a lot of negative sentiment. Uh, just generally as public opinion, like it's a place where kids are, then it's a place where people get like abused, and it's just generally, like full of child groomers, and this seems to be the general sentiment. We lost Jewel. She will be back.
No, we lost my tracking. I'm gonna come back.
However, I want to say that like that's just the internet, right? Like you're just gonna find racist people, child groomers, and fucking weirdos who want to sell you drugs and give you fake IDs. Like that's just the internet. It's not something that is exclusive to VRChat. And I think, again, Gandalf probably isn't here, but when I met him yesterday, he was saying, oh, just don't give the internet to kids. Like, you should be 18 to use the internet, which I think is really like kind of a reaching thing to say, but at the same time, really makes sense. And of course, I hold my position. If you are underage, don't come on VRChat. It's not safe for you. But neither is a lot of things, like just, a lot of things are not safe for you if you are underage, and it's not limited to just VRChat. And another thing I want to mention while I'm kind of on this tangent is that if you want to actually meet people and make friends, you probably can't do that if you are in the Attack on Titan world where everybody turns into a gigantic titan and try to fight each other. So you have to make effort to meet people in worlds where you have interest, and then you can form genuine connections. Like Jewel I have known for a really, really long time. I actually met Willen first, and then he introduced us because he thought we'd
Yes.
get along because we were in the same, like, we were doing the same stuff, and immediately we clicked. And I met my husband on VRChat as well. I'm pretty open about this story. I met Felix here, and then now we're together, and like I think at the time, because Jewel and Villain also met on VRChat, right?
We did. He was a wolf boy, or he was no. He wasn't. Apparently, he wasn't a wolf boy. He was who he is now. You know, basically this bad boy, and who dressed really nice. And I was a thought bot because
Oh god.
before I became JewelReeBox, who I am now, when I got into VRChat for the first time, I've used the fallbacks for a while, or legacy avatars before they became fallbacks. And then I came across this one user who had this thought bot, And I was like, oh my God, like that is such a gorgeous avatar. I was like, can I have it? And they're like, yeah, you can clone it. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. So for a while, I've been role playing as a thought bot, just going around and telling people, I am a thought bot and I provide services. And I would get a lot of funny reactions. Basically, people going like,
also,
no, thank
hello.
you. You're making me blush.
Sabi, welcome in. Welcome in. You have a question? Please feel free to ask in the comments, of course.
Yeah,
right now,
if you have any questions, please just post it, and then when we're done
ask
on the tangent,
ahead.
we'll look at it.
Yeah. So Jewel, right now, I was just saying that VRChat is not all bad and not all good either. But no, we are like, interruption is the name of the game, Sabi. Like, just roll on, right on with it.
The name of the game. Yeah, so I would just get different reactions of people just being like, oh my gosh, I'm blushing, or they're like, oh no, thank you, or some other ones being like, can I have that service? And I'd be like, sure, open the portal. And they would open the portal and I would go, after you. And they would go in the portal and I wouldn't. I would walk and never see them again.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. It was so fun. It was so fun.
So that is how that's how they met.
Yes. So I met him. We were in the elevator world. We met through a mutual friend. Never came across till that day. And I went up to him and I just went, I am a thought bot and I provide services. And he just went, back the fuck away, bitch butt. And I was like, wow, like, okay, whatever. Like, in my mind, I'm just like, okay, whatever. He's such a jerk. Like, it's just whatever. He's just rude. And I basically
learned
that. Yeah, I actually came up. So what I've learned from him within the whole interaction is that he was in a role.
I'm so sorry.
Role-playing group.
I'm so sorry. Kim Sonia, thank you so much for the follow and welcome into the stream. We are interviewing the amazing JewelReeBox, 3D modeler, cinematographer, traveler, photographer. Did I get everything? And we are right now discussing the ethics of being in VRChat and how both of us met our significant others on the platform and are married. And you're on your way to getting married.
Yes, we are engaged and we're expecting a baby coming soon.
Yeah, that's true. Expecting a baby coming soon.
Coming soon in 9 months. Through a mutual, and I did my whole bit as being a thought bot. He was just like, back the fuck away. And then I've learned from there that he had a role playing group that he was running. And then from there, I guess he did like our interactions and stuff. So we eventually just decided to roleplay together. So we roleplay together to where now apparently his role-playing group did not like me. But he's liking it because it's just drama is adding into it. So it just became more fun. But yeah, next thing you know, like our whole relationship starting to blossom and then it just became a real thing. Also, we no longer roleplay, but we do stream together sometimes.
Yeah, so very, very happy to have you here, Naila. We do have a question from Sabi. How open are you to commissions from other VTubers for models? I think, Jewel, you should answer this question.
Wait, what was the question? Sorry.
How open are you to commissions from other VTubers for models?
So I have done some commissions for some people. So like Villain, I've done his models. It's basically rigging and do some customizations. I've done some rigging for someone else named Iron Dragon. I've done. Hold on, I'm trying to remember who I've done. I've done another one for Thunder Cheeks. He was like a giant burlap sack. I got him into retweeting for a little bit, but he just never got back to it. Yes,
he was a giant burlap sack.
Yes.
Perfect.
And then this person wasn't a VTuber, but they were our role-playing daughter. So I've basically made her avatars. And she likes to basically pretend to be like either from baby to child to like full-grown teenager. So I've done like some of those avatars. Then I am currently working on a commission for an actual streamer VTuber, there's just been quite a delay. It's just as soon as I can get that done, then I can be open for other commissions. But
so
anyways,
the short answer, Sabi, is yes. But then I think other factors come in on when you want to get something done. And of course, Jewel right now is expecting a baby. So, you know, if you're in a rush, maybe might not be the most available option at the moment. But definitely that is something that she does.
Do take time.
That's
Making
true.
models do take time. So no matter who you talk to or, you know, who you get commissioned, to get a really custom made one, yeah, they do
of
take
course
time.
that it's just so many things that come into play, like whether if you just want some modifications to a VTuber that you already have, that's a different thing to having something completely custom made, to, you know, how complicated you want the thing to be. Like a lot of things come into. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. So like for example, like from, oh, I just wanted like to toggle different outfits like all in one, to like, you know, oh, I wanted some colliders, to even face tracking. Like if you have an intense face tracking program, which usually you can get it through an iPhone, that's gonna cost a bit of money for some people. I think usually people would charge either between $100 or $200 just to have intense face tracking implemented. Because that requires more blend shapes, because basically the program is reading and saying that, oh, this is the right side of your lip. So when it moves up, then the avatar, like, it would indicate what part of that right lip is, and it would lift that up the same way. So same thing with every other parts, like, you know, when you raise just your eyebrows, you know, one corner or in the middle or the ends of it, you have to say, you know, basically indicate this is the side of the eyebrows, this is the middle of the eyebrows, this is the center of the eyebrows, etc., etc.
Okay. I was curious if someday I'd love a 3D version of my model, not for VTubing, but for VR. I'd need to save up, and yeah, both factors. I like being a 2D model. That's perfect. But you know, if you feel generous with your time, perhaps you can just make your own. That's what I did. With help, of course.
Yes.
With help. But you can definitely explore making your own, because all of, like, any information you need is pretty much there online. What you need to get started is just the gumption. I think just to wake up one day and decide, okay, I'm gonna download Blender and see how it goes.
It is very rewarding. It is very rewarding when you get it working, because then, you know, you have unlocked like more possibilities that you can do with your avatar. Like you can, like, oh, I can now change the hair or the hair color, or I can change the outfit, or
this is the only trick I have. This is the only trick I have up on my sleeve. I do have these wings that I can toggle on. And
it's awesome.
And the reason I don't want to add like a bunch of things to my Abby is because I really like bragging about it being an excellent quality avatar. Because you do get a quality check on VRChat. It's like is fucking top tier, man. That's all I want to say. With like collisions, or some collisions as well. It's really well made. I'm very happy with how it turned out, which of course much thanks to you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I love helping people. I prefer 3D over 2D because, like, 3D, you can literally turn around, you can do so much more stuff, and plus you can just put it into VRChat. Like, there's no limit. There is no like, oh, you got 2D, it's cool, you got all these, you know, physics and stuff, but 3D can do that as well. With Warudo, actually. Someone actually got to a point where they've rigged their avatar to where it moves like
yeah,
a 2D
did you see that? Holy shit, that looked fucking wild. Yes. I saw it on X, Twitter.
They say they're gonna make a video about it on how they did it.
Perfect.
But they haven't
done
God.
It.
It's been it's been months. So I feel like I'm gonna have to figure it out myself.
Oh no. I really look forward to learn more about how they did that. But yeah, okay, I'm doing a quick time check again. It's been close to 2 hours, and we've had kind of a off-script section about the deep dive. We went through your avatars and what it's like kind of thinking of maybe taking a hiatus for the next few months. Of course, other personal things going on as well. But before we move into the last section, I do want to ask you a few specific questions. So one is, what has your experience been like with monetization on different platforms? What was it like on YouTube and what was it like on Twitch? How do you go about setting expectations as well?
So real talk here. The only monetization I'm able to make is only through Twitch for going an affiliate. So at least within the first year, I was making okay, between $100 to $300 a month. But that's like me going hardcore, no jobs, no distractions, just, just working and all of that, making these subathons or donathons, all this fun stuff, and having these people that wanted to, keep subscribing, so then they don't see the ads and stuff.
Thank you. I'm so sorry to jump in. Thank you so much for the bit, Sabi. Yeah, I mean, of course, this program is called Bit by Bit. Thank you for the bits. We are growing a community a little by little. I really appreciate you sending the bits. And also you're saying that you had to pop out now, and you'll be watching the VOD. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for dropping by, Sabi, and super excited to have you later on in the month as well. But yeah, okay. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Let's go right back.
Yeah. So for this, so the streaming was just the only way that I could make some money. It really wasn't enough to basically sustain or like live,
So you said you used to make 100 to 300 or 100? Okay.
Yeah. Within 100 to 300 a month. Within a year, I have made about that much. But then after that, of course, when I go look for part-time, because I'm like, obviously this isn't making me much money, that has declined even more because I haven't been dedicating it as much. I haven't made any revenue on YouTube yet because I haven't hit that milestone yet. I had to.
I think on YouTube it's a little more complicated than on Twitch, right?
It is. There's like 2 or 3 milestones that you have to hit, or 2 or 3 milestones that you have to hit to reach there.
Do you for example, perhaps remember them? Do you perhaps remember them top of your head? What the milestones are?
Yes. So you have to hit like at least 1,000 subscribers, and then either I believe 4,000 like hours of views within your long videos, or about 1 million views within your YouTube shorts.
Damn.
Then you'll be able to start making revenue. I've just been basically halfway there on the views because I haven't made content. So if I've continued making content, then I probably would have hit it by now, along with getting more subscribers. I'm almost there. I'm at 940 at the moment, and I'm surprised because
everybody please go and subscribe to Jewel's YouTube channel and give her the little boost.
And you like quality content. Only if you like quality content and anything VRChat related, yes, please subscribe. Don't subscribe just because we tell you to, for you to just unsubscribe later on. It doesn't help. It doesn't help anybody at all.
All right. You're almost there with the subscribers. However,
I'm not surprised that like when I haven't made content in a while, like I still keep getting people to subscribe to me, and I was like, I'm glad that they found me and want to subscribe and looking for more, but I just feel bad that I couldn't like deliver this year, so because I'm gonna be delivering something else later.
Yeah, you've been delivering something else. Can't find her on YouTube. Okay, let me find her YouTube channel and you can't put it in the.
What do you mean you can't find me on YouTube? It's like my name is on there. You just type JewelReeBox and then you'll find me. So weird.
I will just send the link on the chat.
They said, okay, I got it. They found it.
Oh, see? Perfect. Neighbor, why don't you help us all and send the link to her channel on the chat as well, now that you already have it opened up over there.
There's that. And if you're interested in finding me on, you can literally find me on all social media, from Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Blue Sky, Reddit, and don't worry about that one. Yeah, pretty much on nearly all the popular social platforms at JewelReeBox. Same way spelled here.
Yeah,
nothing
perfect.
different.
Thank you, Nibble. Thank you for the link. Okay.
2-hour
mark.
So
that's yeah. How are you feeling so far about the interview? What are the vibes? How are you doing? Anything you want to do differently right now?
Oh, I mean, I'm just sweating
are
in here,
you
but
comfy?
That's because... Oh, what just happened? Oh, my tracking. I mean, yeah, my tracking's dead, but it's okay. I'll just get up and stretch for a little bit. Ooh.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. While we do that, I would like to remind everyone on the stream that this is actually going to be a pretty regular thing. Next Saturday, Ems Leah will join me to a similar fashion interview where we'll be asking somewhat of the same questions and kind of going through what their journey has been like. And yeah, the week after that, we have the Meme Bastard coming in on. He's also a YouTuber with a 2D model, just like Sabi, that will be joining us the week after. So we have 4 creators lined up to join us every Saturday. And yeah, hopefully everybody learns something. And I look forward to learning from everyone. And maybe wherever it is possible, kind of add something to them as well, something of value. Right, so before we move on to the last question that I have to finish up the second section, I want to ask you, how do you handle negative feedback and trolls on your streams, and what do you do about this?
Oh, trolls. Okay. So, I mean, you got spam bots, you could basically just put in like some keywords that they use to block it. You do have mod bots that you could also use to reduce the spamming of certain things. And then as for trolls, I mean, like, eventually you ignore them. But if there's some that keeps egging on and asking like the same dumbest questions, or the questions that they really shouldn't ask, like, say for example, like, hey, can I add you in VRChat? Hey, I'm in VRChat. Hey, can I join you? It's like, dude, I don't know you. I just met you. Like, the reason why she's in here with me is because we're friends. Like, I don't accept, or you're like, you can join my Discord and we can get to know each other a bit better on there. I have a Discord server. Or you can join my Discord group, my VRChat group. So whenever I host, events, for fans or followers, you can join me on there. But I am not going to add you on there. Like, yeah, it's basically just like, set your words, set your boundaries. And if they respect it, great. If not, that's also great too, because they could leave. Or you could also block them. That's kind of like the same thing with like in VRChat, which I really highly encourage people. Like, people seem to be afraid to block or mute people. And it's like, the game should be fun for you. Don't put yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. If you have people bothering you, mute them. If you are afraid of, apparently hitting the hammer of blocking them, blocking them is great too, because that means you don't have to see them anymore. So it's great. You don't even have to explain. Like, you don't have to defend. Like, you don't have to defend of your actions of why you don't want to see them anymore. And if their friends are trying to tell you to unblock them, block them too. I'd be like, oh, you can go with them. Bye. Oh, question.
I'm still reaching with my hand. Okay. I'm just gonna give some attention to the chat, but I have to make a comment about what you were saying as well. Nibel, I played Minecraft during the stream, which was pretty, just crafting several recipes. And I also had you to listen to, but the interview was great. Thank you so much. I'm glad you are enjoying the banter in the background. And you tried to get Jewel's Discord. Unfortunately, instead you got my link. Jewel, you are most welcome to paste an invite link in the chat. So anybody who wants to join Jewel's Discord can do that.
I'm going to ask y'all to basically do the little extra steps and a little effort of if you want to join my VRChat group or the Discord server, you can go to my YouTube channel. The first video that pops up does have 2 of those links right there in the description. Another way you can do it is you can go to my Twitch and basically type in the chat command Discord, and it should give you a link. If it doesn't work, I'm so sorry. Just catch me when you can when I go live, and I will correct that or fix that so you have access to it.
Perfect. And Alex, Effie, hey Witch, don't know if you remember me, but I met you before in VRChat. I was the otter that was next to you. I appreciate you giving me the description. I do not remember an otter that was next to me, unless you are talking to Jewel. And Little Sheep, welcome back to the stream. It's so nice to see you here. I appreciate you coming by. Everyone who is new to the stream at the moment, please meet JewelReeBox. She's my good friend and also very, very talented. She's making a funny face right now. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I am so mad because they're like, I don't see your Discord on YouTube. I clicked the link they sent. The first thing I see, my video that says meet JewelReeBox, and it says all this stuff, including join the conversation. It's free. The link to Discord and my VRChat group. Unless you're looking at it on mobile, I'm sorry, I don't know how to help you. So.
Okay, Nibble says he has a good question. How did you get your name? But before this, I want to get back to what you were saying about blocking people on VRChat. Of course, with what you were saying, I agree. But I think the question of like how do you deal with negative feedback was really more about your content and like when you
got it.
like that, yeah.
So back again, okay? So back again about mostly my negative comments that I get is you talk too fast. Okay. Mm-hmm. I do try to slow it down, but if it's literally still too fast, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, because the reason why I talk fast, there is a lot to say, and it's more like, to keep your attention, while also like, especially my intro and outro, it's more like I say it so many times that it's just getting straight to the point of introducing myself again. And if you really want me to elaborate, I mean, I have a video called Meet JewelReeBox, and I elaborate and say it slower about each of the different titles. Other negative comments, I get weird comments saying that, they want to call me mommy. Or or hold on, let's see what else. Oh, like I guess I don't really get that many get that many negative comments. It's just I would get many comments that keep asking me almost the same questions, or they keep wanting me to.
So they have nothing new. They have nothing new negative to say. So you already heard this before.
No. I mean, they like basically they want me to handhold them on on how to do certain things or how to find things, and I'm like, I've already tried to help them 2 times, but if they keep asking me, I'm like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you really can't, I can't help you. You need more help, obviously, than this.
Okay, so on that, I want to say, Abby, welcome to the stream. Hello, I was waving to you.
There it is again. Neville Gamer will say she is really talking fast. Keep up.
Keep up.
Just
keep up. I think. Oh yeah, I know that hand holding thing. Talk faster. We have
Talk faster.
we
Yes,
have Nyla.
Thank you. Por Dios, ya por fin quiere que yo hable más rápido. Ahora tienes que hablar, tienes que entender español ahora.
The Spanish came
Ahora
out. People joining Discord basically asking help me without any real effort showing themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Oh my gosh.
But
thank
you know,
you.
I want
you're
to
preaching to the choir, Abby.
I want to kind of ask again, because when you make kind of like content on YouTube and sometimes it's not just in the comment section, maybe you show another creator or a friend or someone who you might think has like advice, but instead you get like roasted. Has this ever happened to you?
Wait, that I get roasted?
Yeah.
Wait, did I get roasted about what?
The thing you made, like they have nothing good to say, like they just fucking roast you, like on a personal on a personal level.
Oh my gosh, actually, so it's not really about my content. That I might have just removed it from my memory, but the one that I got like roasted about was about my avatars. It was about my outfits. Yes. So basically, a friend of a friend like came up to me, and I guess like I was just showing off my outfits, and they just like jumped into the world with our mutual friend, and was just like, "Hey, what's up? What are you guys are talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just showing off my different outfits." And he decided to go like this. They're okay, but it could be better. May I suggest that you use avatars from booths? They look so much nicer and everything. Like, I just think you just literally need to have a totally different avatar, because like this is okay, but it can be better if you just use a different avatar, like a bot avatar. So they just kept saying, apparently they were just roasting the heck out of my avatars when I'm like, I was just showing off outfits. Like, I don't know you at all, so I don't even care for your opinion, because I don't see any value of your opinion.
Holy shit.
What I should do
like,
to improve
I'm
my
not
avatar.
saying anything because I'm actually seething inside.
Dude. Yes.
Like,
and I was just like
I
they saw issues,
so
and
much
like,
anger.
I made like they would see issues, and then I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, I mean, you would see your own issues on the avatar, like say like a piece of a blend shape of your, like say your ear, because you change the size of your ear every time you talk or blink, moves, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Or like, oh yeah, I missed a piece of a mesh on my avatar, so it disappears. Like, actually, realistically, like under, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but like my from stomach to sweater, they're not connected. I forgot to connect it. And also my hands, the texture's pretty bad. The hands, like the fingernails are a little more to one side instead of centered. So that's like another thing that I gotta fix. It's just on this avatar.
No, but the thing is, I think my problem with what he said is not that he said, hey, your avatar is imperfect. It's that he went the extra mile to suggest you completely dump this and buy something else on Booth because they're better. Like, what gives you the fucking right? Like, I think I might be welcome to somebody saying, hey, you missed a polygon there, right? And if somebody says, hey, maybe like one of your blend shapes in your face is like glitching out or whatever, that's actually helpful. But it's another to say, oh, what a piece of garbage, like get a better one from Booth.
He doesn't, but the thing is, like he doesn't know like that this is my brand. He doesn't know that this is my brand. He doesn't know anything about me. And he had the audacity to just come in and say like, this avatar sucks. May I suggest an already made bot avatar?
Yeah,
to
because
customize and everything.
Also, I bet he can't even draw a box on. I bet he can't make a donut on Blender.
Dude.
What an
exactly.
idiot.
Like, dude, he's suggesting already. He's saying that those are better, and I want to be like, in what way? In what way is it better? If it's better in your opinion, which your opinion sucks, yes, it is by your definition. It's better.
In
But
which
it
your
has
opinion
nothing
sucks,
to do,
yes.
again, quality over quantity. See,
Okay.
like treasure trash.
Um,
Just FYI, I mean, booth trash, mwah, high quality trash. But I don't. It's just I rather have my own identity to be very unique. I don't want to use someone else's work that everybody sees and has used to identify as that it's mine. So
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to move on to the second section because we'd be wrapping up in roughly about 40 minutes or less.
Okay. Yeah.
So we actually have two sections to go by. One is collaborations, and the other would be goals. What would you like to do in the future? But we'll start off with collaborations. Like, could you tell us a little bit about what kind of collabs would you what do you think would be fun or exciting for you to do, and what kind of creator would you like to work with? So it's kind of a leaving it an open-ended question on your side, like what do you want to do?
Oh my gosh. You made me remember like the collabs that I've had in the past, but
You want to
I
talk
guess since
about
we're
them?
just gonna focus.
I mean,
um,
because so for the audience, I've actually heard some of these stories, and I think they're pretty interesting. So I'm happy if you are happy to spill some tea.
okay, so I'm just gonna try to keep it short and sweet because it's like so when I started clearing out my VRChat friends list, because when you started, you just end up friending people because you're like, yeah, you're cool, like I'll add you, or they send your friend because you're like, oh cool, I'm making friends, but then you don't see them anymore. So anyways, as I'm going through my list, I will regret to say that at some point I was clout chasing. So because there are times that you're feeling a little desperate, and I've came across, apparently I've been friends with this person who's like relatively big on Twitch. And I've reached out to him. I've seen their TikTok and everything, and I thought they're pretty cool. Oh, and I decided to reach out to him and say like, hey, we should collab sometime. He was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. So we've agreed to basically, collab together in VRChat, and I'll be streaming it. But I guess I didn't clarify, or I didn't think I need to clarify on the streaming part or the collabing part, because as soon as I hit start streaming, going live, and I had my 10 minutes of starting soon scene, they told me right then and there that this is not the time they usually stream, so they will not be streaming on their end.
What?
And I was like, yeah.
Did they have
So
to
I was
wait
like, oh.
until that fucking minute to say that?
See what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Bruh.
So I was like, oh, okay. So I'm giving you my whole spotlight that compared to you is barely anything to promote you, when I'm the one who thought of it and you couldn't give me your spotlight. So there's that, that was my fault, of cloud chasing. So throughout the whole stream, because I was kind of quite upset and frustrated, I haven't really spoken much on my streams, and I guess they're so used to just always feeling dead air during the streams, so they just talk throughout my whole stream, and they at least gave me 1 or 2 hours of their time, and then they said their goodbyes. And luckily, I was able to continue the stream because I had a couple of friends that literally just like joined in on me as soon as they left. And then my mood has gotten better after that. But after I press, end stream, I basically deleted the VOD and didn't say anything else after that. I could have approached to them in the messages that we've reached out to each other that, hey, I guess there was some confusion. Like, there was the agreement of like that we would be streaming, but you could have at least let me know that that you won't be streaming, because I was under the impression that we would both be streaming. But I mean, but again, that was like lesson learned on trying to cloud chase. Like, don't do that. You're not going to have a great connection with, you're not going to have great chemistry with the other person because of the whole expectations. Instead, like, stream with your friends or stream people that, you know, they're just as inspired as you or motivated, basically same mindset. Because otherwise, big lesson learned right there. So, about collaboration, of who I want to collab with or what I would like to collab. VRChat's really
don't
great.
know. I'm so sorry. Before you get into the point, we have Little Sheep in the chat. Earlier, when you were talking about the guy that was just telling you to get stuff on Booth, he said he's rude. And Little Sheep's also saying now to whoever this big creator was to curse him. And yeah, we don't know who this is, but curse him. But yeah,
yes,
collaborations you'd like to do in the future.
Yeah, so I mean, VRChat's really great because you basically get to explore worlds that they've been that you haven't been, and then the other way too. I've done that with Gandalf Oratore. Shout out to him. It was so fun. Basically, we had the idea of like him teaching me how to fly planes because he can do that in VR. So I got on there. We've collabed really well because yeah, we've collabed really well because I just love, like, I get to be dumb. I get to play dumb. It's just fun. And then for him, he just does his British humor where he insults me with while it just goes over my head. But it's all in good fun. Because he told me afterwards, he was like, "Hey, he was like, I am so sorry, but like, he's like, when I get nervous, I do that." And I'm like, dude, it's so funny. I'm like, it makes me laugh. I love it. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Something funny is happening in chat right now. So Neighbor saying Minecraft crashed and I didn't do a backup, and everybody in the chat is just typing F in the chat. Whereas people's like, I need positive energy to overcome this, but the chat is like F, 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 F. Neighbor sending you all the positive energy from the positive energy of the chicken nuggets. I hope you recover from your loss in Minecraft. And like, you really were here for about 2 hours, so unfortunately, I think you must have lost a lot of progress. My condolences. My condolences.
Bruh.
But yeah,
so
okay.
let's see. I really can't think of like if there's any like big names that I would think of. Okay, I guess like Shadow Sensei. He's great. I like him. Really good friend of mine. Collabing with you is fun. We need to do more of that, you know, when I get back. Collabing with have you heard of this like big VRChat content creator named Airbee? Like he's pretty cool. I mean, it'd be cool that him and I would collab sometime.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool to have him here watching the stream right now. It would be really nice.
But yeah, like having like, it'd be awesome to have like these kind of like interview conversations where it's like, hey, here's something that I know, and then the other person would go back and be like, oh, well, you know, hey, what about this trick? Have you done this trick? And it's like, oh wow, I didn't even think about that. That makes it so much easier.
No,
like, I would love to have,
that
you know,
really is one of my favorite things. Also, Buff Werewolf Dragon Fireman, thank you for the follow, and hello Nebel, thank you for the quack, and hello and good afternoon to you. I hope, Buff, I don't know where you're from. Airbee says that I'm happy to do stuff together. I'm just lazy to organize. Oh, that works out perfectly because I like organizing.
I mean, I like organizing too, but it's just like, wait till I get my energy back up, okay? But no, dude, when it comes to organizing, girl, so impressive. I mean, I organize too, but like when it comes to like setting things up to like make the interviews or doing a collab together, oh, she's amazing. She is amazing.
I'm just gonna fly a little bit to get us in the center back in the game. You're from the US, so it must be, what, evening or afternoon for you? Good afternoon and welcome in. Meet JewelReeBox. Today we are doing an interview. We are pretty much 3/4 way into the, I guess, we are, right now I would say we are about, pretty sunk in talking about.
Let me introduce myself in the most slowest way possible for those for those comments that request it. I am JewelReeBox, world's best traveler, streamer, photographer, cinematographer, 3D modeler, VTuber. I make videos about worlds I find in VRChat. Sometimes I would make a documentary about some lore that I find. Please subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss these videos. And sometimes these worlds
keep
won't
going.
exist.
3 hours later.
Please, I beg you, slower, please.
Oh my god. 2:20 a.m. Oh my god, where the hell are you from? What time? Where is it? Like, are you somewhere in Asia?
As slow as I can. If I had voice mod, I would deepen my voice.
Oh no, I was just about to say you sound like a fucking AI, like the way you were talking.
That must have taken a
fucking monotone as fuck.
That must have taken a lot of willpower from Jewelry. No, you can tell within my tone that I hate that so much. Please like and subscribe. Check out my Twitch. I stream when I feel like it. Twice a week. Maybe.
Are you Siri, lol?
Are you Siri?
No, she's not Siri, but she's serious. Oh,
I can talk like Siri. I can talk like Siri.
Oh, you can?
Hello, my name is JewelReeBox. I am world's best photographer, streamer, traveler. I went backwards. Let me start again. Traveler, streamer, photographer, cinematographer, 3D modeler, VTuber. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hit that bell notification because sometimes those worlds may not exist after you watch this video.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm going to turn that into a TikTok.
Oh my god. Bro, no. Play that audio over when I'm about to start talking for real. And then just play that over. Like you're like, hey, what's it like to be a YouTuber? I'm like, I'm glad you asked. Let me explain. And it's like, subscribe, hit that notification.
Oh, it's like the Toy Story 2 character Woody.
No, somebody clipped it. No. Siri, where can I find the Discord server from JewelReeBox? YouTube.com/JewelReeBox. First video you see is Meet JewelReeBox. You will find the link in the description.
How do you do this? I want to learn this. Like, I've been actually practicing with Felix, and I've been like, Felix, help me make this sound more monotone, because I'm a golem, right? I really want to be able to do the Siri voice. I want to be able to do the golem noise, but I like a fucking artificial bot, and I'd be like, the only thing I can say pretty monotony is this, right? Like, I can do the call line center. I'd be like, hi, welcome to Midlife Crisis Support. How can I help you? But it's not AI. It's just call center voice, you know?
Yes. Well, a lot of practice since I told you, like, before I, decided to be a content creator on VRChat. I just been role playing as a thought bot that provides services. So I do that all the time, and eventually people are like, is that a voice? Is that a text to speech, or is that like a legit you talking? And I'm like, this voice is actually me. They're like, just trying to do the quick transition so you can tell.
Oh wow. All right, so don't do collabs with people who don't have the same inspirations as you. That is the takeaway from the collaboration section. And Abby, of course, I think you're the next victim target collaboration that's happening in the future. Goals. Moving on to the last section of the interview.
Heck yeah, role play is awesome. Yes.
So Jewel, I just want to do a quick time check-in with you as well. So you're good for another half an hour, I hope, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So what are your current goals, and do you have any specific milestones that you're reaching for right now? Before you answer, I want to say I know you're trying to hit 1,000 on YouTube. Other than that, what do you have goals, plans wise?
So I am hoping to finish up the rest of my videos for the season, so I can go ahead and proceed to the second season, which is like a different sets of episodes. Let me see if I can open up my Notion. Oh, it's on a different window. Okay, so I can't really tell you. I guess it's a secret. I'm also hoping that I would basically do it in a timely manner where I make a bunch of YouTube shorts while also able to re-upload those onto TikTok, because I do want to bring that back. I have a VRChat group where I did it for 1 month, and then after that I just couldn't do it because I just get really tired and time passes. But basically every week I would basically host a photography session where basically you could either be the talent, the photographer, or observer for the 1 or 2 hour session that we're doing. So that basically gives me the opportunity to, like, when we take pictures and I teach you stuff, I can reuse those photos and post it onto my Instagram, which I haven't done. I'm hoping to kind of like reflourish my Discord group, because yes, for a while it was active, and then it's just kind of, I wouldn't say dead, but everybody seems to understand that like I just really can't be as active as I like to. But I would like to build that community again where people are active and, you know, just want to be a part of stuff. It's mostly them wanting to meet up with me in VRChat, and I've yet to do that. I just kind of just jump into VRChat because it is nice to enjoy VRChat at your own leisure and to enjoy it with your friends more than just trying to build a community. Let's see what else. Streaming, same thing with like wanting to get consistent on it, but if I stream too often, then I will get burnt out so quick. So if I could do something either as little as once a week of VRChat, that would probably work out. I'm hoping to update.
This is really interesting.
Fun music.
This is really interesting because I was like, hey, what are your milestones? And you have like a very fledged out, these are my goals, this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan for YouTube, for Instagram, blah, blah, blah. This is what I'm going to do for this, this is what I'm going to do. So it's like really fledged out, and it's not goals necessarily, but more like a to-do or a task list.
There is one more thing that I wanted to add. It's not published because it's like the whole future is uncertain until I can figure out that if I can make this happen. But I have created a Patreon. I created a Patreon where I could provide even more content. Like the VRChat Mastery, yes, that is, you know, a good example of like, you know, I do tutorials and stuff. But I guess if I were to show behind the scenes of how I make stuff and how I do all that stuff, I could put that on there. I've done it once, streaming it onto YouTube and Twitch, but that was it because I felt like it was just a lot of valuable information that I can't just give it away.
I see.
So it's
so
like with the support would really help.
This ties into one of the questions that I wanted to ask, which was what's like a project that you wanted to work on but haven't yet. So definitely it might be like you doing, okay, we have Abby in the chat saying behind the scenes are awesome. And I think you are right. It could definitely be like a treat for people who are, you know, interested.
So in terms of like the kind of projects that I want to do but haven't done it, I feel like it's just outside of my I fear of doing it because I feel like it seems way out of my brand. But at the same time, like it's just an art form that I really enjoy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's dancing. It's not just dancing, but kind of circle back to how I start making videos, and it's making music videos.
Oh, of course. Dude, that would be such a full circle moment for you. I hope this happens for you. I'm so excited. Oh, that is that like, oh my god, like I feel like even the interview had like such like a wholesome like beginning, and then like what you want to do in the future. Like I literally get goosebumps. It's so cute. I hope this works out for you.
You say wholesome, but then I'm like, I'm not saying. Okay, hold up. Let me explain. I'm not saying that the dances that I make that I want to do is like very not safe for work or whatever. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's still an art form that I really enjoy. I wanted that cute little, like, cute sexy here, cute sexy there, you know, and then have like these nice shots. Cause dude, like this, because the one I had this avatar that I really like. I mean, I could hold on. You know what?
Oh, we're gonna see it. I think I want to clarify. When I said wholesome, I didn't mean like safe for work kind of wholesome. I meant wholesome in the sense it had substance. You know, there was a conversation with substance and soul.
So let me make sure that she's
unpacking at the moment. Oh, okay. I remember this one. Oh, this is so good.
So, wait. So this avatar, first it was a public avatar, and I've used her, and she was gorgeous, amazing, and it's just like you know, it's like some avatar just give you like it makes you role play, or like a certain version of you comes out, and this one is just so cute and bubbly. But then like it came like taken down because, you know, of course it's not supposed to be public. It's a paid avatar, and I've thought about this avatar for like months until someone finally found me a link. Someone found me a link where I can purchase it, and I've held on to it for weeks until I'm like, all right, fine, I'll pull the trigger. I'll go ahead and purchase this avatar, and I do not regret it. I love her so much. So one day while I'm in this avatar, I had the camera on, and I had it set to where basically the camera is just flying around me, and I'm bass, and I'm playing this one song, a nightcore version, and it just hits so well that I'm like, oh my god, this would look so awesome in a video, like that people see it, that I basically recorded and did all of it together. But then I'm like, I don't want the kind of audience that comes in and say, "Ooh, give us more of the, you know, the sexy avatar or whatever." And I'm like, you're not appreciating, like, you're appreciating the wrong things. That's not why I have this avatar, or that's not what I am.
I just wanted to show it properly. Okay, I had a little bit of a mishap with the camera there, but we have figured this out. Yeah. We're back. But oh,
my plate fell, but it's okay. I finished my apples.
Your plate okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Let's get back to the situated. Okay, so yeah, I think yeah, I don't know. I think I have I have so much to say. Also, the chat's been really active since you switched avatars. So we have these comments. Damn crazy pog face. It looks really beautiful, gorgeous, good one, nose boobs. Today I'm cooking dinner for lemon pepper seasoning chicken wings. I really do like the squirrel sex. I will make pizza. You have ramen cup. Why are we all talking about dinner suddenly? Oh, it's squirrel sex again.
It's lunchtime now.
Yeah, chat was really active since you switched the avatar. And what I want to say is that I totally agree with you. Like, oh my god, are we gonna get spammed, Squirtle sack?
You really need to put limitations on this.
I don't, and I need to maybe turn, like the you know, then maybe oh yeah, we're gonna get spammed. Squirtle sack. I will only witness this happen to popular people. It doesn't happen to me. Guys, stop. That's why there aren't limits, because this doesn't happen to me. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll be here for a while. Jewel, are you saying something?
Done. Are we done, chat? My interview. My interview. No interruptions.
The disrespect. Oh, you said you like dancing, so.
Bitch, you don't know what's on my spoofy. It's not the sexy saxophone.
Oh my god. I literally am forgetting what the fuck I wanted to talk about. Okay, hold on. No more, hold on. I wanted to say when you showed the outline, you said people appreciating it for wrong reasons. Yeah.
That is literally what just happened. You see what I mean? So those music videos are never gonna come out.
Oh no! Chaos. All right. So the problem is that I do appreciate cute girls as well, but then when a guy says a girl is cute, I kind of get the ick.
Dude, you know what? I kind of hate that double standard, you know, because when a guy says you're cute, you're just like you're like I have a boyfriend, and they're like, damn, I didn't ask you if you have a boyfriend. I'm just saying you look cute. Can I not?
But I didn't. But I'm not saying anything in response. But this is just how I feel. You know, like a girl tells me I'm cute, I'm like, oh my god, thanks. A guy tells me, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I agree.
Little Sheep says I'm a cute guy though.
You don't have to. I'm about to say you don't have to. You don't have to switch to German.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I didn't get to mention this during the stream, but the language switching will not happen as I do the interviews, because they will only be in English. Because it doesn't make sense to switch languages while I have a guest here. Depends on tone of voice and general behavior. Yeah. Then I want my points back. I don't think I can help you, but you already have so many points.
You will customer service. It takes 13 business consecutive days for you to get your points back. I'm sorry.
All right. So where were we? I think we were talking about milestones, and then you were talking about your goals. Yes. And I do want to ask a little bit. I want to ask a little more serious question, which is kind of a transition from kind of going from absolute chaos to this. But Tone Shift, what's your long-term vision for your brand as a content creator?
Long-term vision. Well, to be a very well-established and known content creator for, well, I guess generally for being a traveler, and to be like someone that people rely on for filmmaking advice.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to say, like, it's a very useful knowledge that I would love to see more quality in VR YouTube videos than the ones that we have now. That's just, quantity. Um, I would love to be able to actually make my own VR films.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. I wouldn't say I have helped in some. I've only helped in making ads. I've helped making like cute little promo videos, or even helping with ideas on, making people's content better, or just to help improve, whatever they want to improve. And I want to get to the point where people say that I've inspired them, to, just, be creative. And it doesn't have to be like making videos or be a VTuber, but rather like that they would like to make worlds and that I would one day explore them.
Mm-hmm. So
Because to be honest, with worlds, there's a lot of worlds that I don't know if I would say this is a good example. There's a lot of chill worlds, but not a lot of exploring worlds. And there
yeah.
used to be a good amount of exploring worlds. But it's I think it's because, when we're quarantined, we yearn to travel. While now we do get to again. So now we're just kind of reversed to, we get to travel, but now we're yearning for comfort. Yeah, for comfort. To chill with our friends. So there's a lot of chill worlds.
I wonder if it has to do with the pandemic or not. Uh, but
Mm-hmm.
but from what I gather, I think you want to kind of just be known for perhaps your skills in cinematography, and then also since you are making like tutorials and stuff, you just generally want the quality of content that gets created on VRChat to be improved, and
Mm-hmm.
you endorse this.
Yes. I'm willing and planning to do more VRChat mastery videos where it's like we'll do photography, or I would show how to use VRC lens, or how to do some cool like tricks, or what you can do with the limitations of the VRChat camera. I've actually have ended my VRChat Plus subscription
Mm-hmm.
because I just rarely been on VRChat, but I've been hearing a lot of people talk about how apparently they didn't have certain features on the camera, which I didn't know. Apparently, it's limited unless you have VRChat Plus, that it'll give you
I
more.
see.
So I can't wait to, once the subscription's done, that I do get to see what are the limitations that people have, so I can
All right.
make a video about that and say, here's what you can
I
do
I want
with
to
no
poke
money.
in here with Abby's comment. I think it's just that exploration worlds don't get that much attention and exposure, so they are maybe lower quality and harder to find. Now, I want to add something here. I agree with you that they don't get much as attention and exposure, but on top of that, they are much harder to build as a creator, compared to building like a chill world where you can kind of buy generally all of the assets from booth if you wanted to and arrange it all in a manner that you'd like, and it's pretty straightforward if you want to make a chill world. But if you like, for example, Organism, everyone's favorite VRChat exploration map these days, just has so much thought going into creating like the little bits that you find even on the floor or the decoration items. It's just a lot of dedication, work, and it's harder to build them as well. But
True.
yeah.
You can. I mean, you could like. I don't know. Even there's even worlds that are trash that's actually like a hidden treasure. Like so for example, when you were talking about assets, like here's like a pre-made booth world or pre-made world, that a comfy world that you can just adjust and customize however you like. There's prefabs. VRC prefabs is a very useful website that you could basically get whatever you need. So if you've seen like the pool table, that's a really good example. It's a free asset that you can add onto your avatar, to your worlds. The media player, the color pens, all of that VRC prefabs, plus like other cool features that you can just kind of implement, make some adjustments to do even more cooler stuff. So what VRC prefabs has done, I don't know, I think it is through VRC prefabs. What they do, like, I guess on a seasonal basis, they would challenge themselves to create something on a certain category. And one of the categories was called Poopalooza. And basically, it's where they make a memifiable world. And that's just it. So, for example, there was one like called Corey in the House. So it's just a lot of Corey in the House memes all over the place. There's another one where it's an ASMR world, but it's a lot of clicking sounds. Like you just go around and it's just keyboards and you just hear clicking sounds. Like it's just a meme thing. Or there's one that's just a button in the world where you press it and it's just a lot of memeable sounds.
Perfect. So I just want
to. But it's just a matter of just create.
I just want to do a quick time check because we have about 10 minutes left. And before we go into the last bit that I want to ask you, Jewel, thank you so much for being here. You're always a pleasure to have a conversation with. And I learned so much from you during the interview as well. I hope this was useful for you as well. Which brings me to my last question. And I am going to ask this knowing that you are expecting a baby and you think that you will be going into hiatus in the future and all of these things that we know about you. And my question then is, how do you plan to keep yourself motivated and inspired in the coming months? It's kind of a unique question for you, I would say.
So funny enough about like quality over quantity. I think that when I have friends that say like, "Oh my gosh, we should do this. Oh my god, we should do that." We should just do it right then and there, or do it when we have the time within that day. Like when you're motivated or inspired and you have that idea, do it right then and there, because otherwise that time will pass and it's just, you're never gonna make it. Also, I'm with using Notion, I'm creating a master schedule where I basically have set where when I'm working on script writing and researching to when I'm going to film it, and then when I'm going to be editing it, so then it could be done in time for uploading it.
Do you think you find comfort in having like a grand plan?
Yes, because otherwise, if I just do everything, and I mean everything on a whim, when I have a bunch of other things to juggle, I'm just never gonna get it done. It'll just be an idea.
It's interesting because like you seem to have like two takes in one in this situation where you say, hey, if you have motivation, do it when you do have it, and on the other hand you have like a very thought out plan on when you actually execute things as well.
Well, it's better to have variety. It's like when you do have time and you're there in that moment, yes, do it. But then like there's also like when you want to keep consistent on making your content, like certain content, yes, try to stick to that schedule, especially when you are not motivated. you need to have your own self-discipline to be like, make it. If you think it's not ready, okay, that's fine, but you need to just keep working at it. So say if you don't think it's ready to be uploaded, then fix what you think it needs to be fixed, get it done, or finish the script writing, or get the B-roll, or just keep editing it. Give yourself like some time, 1 or 2 hours of just focusing on that thing, and once that time's up, then leave it alone. So it's
This
just,
is really great. I
it's
think
all about
there was like a
self-discipline.
lot of I think there was a lot of very, very interesting insights here. Thank you so much. Would you like to say something before you go? I'd like to kind of give you the entire stage now. Up to you.
Oh wow. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But yeah, yes, I will be. I mean, if you couldn't catch my streams on Twitch or YouTube, that is totally fine. I am planning to get back from my full-on hiatus starting March of next year. Check out my YouTube channel if you're into quality content of World Showcase videos or lore. I do find some really interesting stuff that I want to say it's quite unique kind of content compared to others. Jump into my Discord to basically stay up to date, or to be part of my videos, because there are times that I do need an audience or just some background people to interact with the worlds. Check out my Instagram for photos. Follow me on Twitch, for that nice, fun, more connection interaction. Follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky. For other, finding worlds, because I do like or repost or retweet worlds from other photographers, or repost like what I believe they're worth watching. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Subscribe to the Lord Villain on YouTube.
Of course.
That's my fiance. Yes. There's a video on there. There's a video on there that I'm very, very proud of, and it's his re-debut video where he's wearing his armor. I'm very proud of that, because I've shot, edited, acted in most of them. It's amazing.
I agree. Everything she said, everybody. Okay. Well, then I would like to release you from the shackles of this interview. Thank you for being the first willing participant of Bit by Bit. Really happy to have you. And I was quite nervous when I set things up, but I think having you here really helped.
You did great.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed my time.
Perfect.
I must go.
Jewel has some other arrangements, so she must leave ahead of time, which is completely okay, because I will keep you company without the interview part. So, I think that went really well. What do you guys think? Did you learn anything? I hope you did. But yeah, back to just me.
Surprisingly, I've learned a lot from you too.
Yay! Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, one hug. And enjoy your shoe. Oh, she died. She left. She just left. Oops. Oh, she's here. She's here. Hug. Yay. Okay. Have a good one.
Hydrate.
Have a good one.
Hydrate.
Thank you. Hydrate. I'll have some water.
Hydration.